Oh god. I'm struggling. Why is my camera not turning on? Hello, what the? Hello? Hello, everybody. Trying to shake out my hair. Kind of tried to do some heatless curls today. It came out kind of crazy. Why is this still so tilted down? What the hell? Is this always like this? What is going on? What's going on? But hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Hi, Gestural, hi Eyes, hi J Lopez, hi Infernal, hi Different, hi Mango, hi Chatting, hi Brent, happy watch streak Infernal, hi Gobot, hi Helvation, hi Kobe, hi Doctor, hi Kyle, hi Noah, hi Fresh, hi Ikion. Oh wait, music loud? Music loud? Yeah, music very loud. Having mixed emotions about my hair right now. Like, it's looking kind of crazy. Should I go for like, I don't know, should I just brush it out? Maybe let me brush it out and see if it looks, what? Why does it look so crazy? I just got one of those viral unbrushes too that are supposed to be amazing. I don't know. I don't feel like they're that amazing. Okay. Actually, I think that made a positive. Does it look more put together now, I guess? And then, yeah, I'm thinking yeah. And maybe now I can, where was that? Add a smidgen of hair oil so my hair looks less frizzy. Okay, there. I feel like it looks more, I don't know what it looks like. I feel like I just do anything to avoid my natural hair at this point. I've just not been vibing with straight hair. Okay, this is what we're gonna get. Hi, iRock, hello. Hi, Danny, hi, Nyarg. I'm kind of debating, okay, well, I realize I haven't really decorated my stream room for Christmas yet, and it's coming up, so we're gonna do a little bit of Christmas decorating, and then I'm debating, like, maybe we could have a YouTube night. We can either game, like we've been gaming, or we could have a YouTube night, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the vibe for tonight. It's a Sunday, so chill vibes. I have like a mini Christmas tree. I have a mini Christmas tree, but I don't know where to put it. I was thinking maybe like over here on this table, but I feel like I already have like the lights from my twinkle lights. I was thinking like, should I put it here? But then what do I do with my jewelry box? And plus we already have the light from the salt lamp right there too. But like maybe I could move the salt lamp to, I don't know where I'd move the salt lamp to. I don't have a lot of space for decoration, so I'm gonna need your guys' help with decorating. J-Prof, thank you so much for the tier 1. Happy 21 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mwah. Heart, heart, heart. We always want the opposite of what we have. I know. Well, I feel like I just like when my hair looks like it has something going on, but definitely better if I had some order. I've just been trying to like, I feel like anytime I try to do like the heatless curl method, my curls like never come out as good as when I use heat. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to have healthy hair, bro. Like, why can't these heatless curl methods be just as good? Like, if they were equal, that would be fantastic. Mango, thank you for the tier 1 though. Happy 6 months. How are you? Hi, Ronnie. Hello. How was my day? My day was pretty chill, honestly. Didn't do anything. Was kind of in a weird funk of a mood, but feeling better. I need a haircut so bad. But yeah, I mean, it was a Sunday, so it's just kind of one of those like, okay, let me lay around all day because it's Sunday and then feel bad that I didn't use my Sunday more productively. I feel like that's how I always am, you know? Like, is anyone else like that? Where it's like, you know, the Sunday starts and you're like, yeah, it's Sunday, like, let me chill out. And then by the end of the Sunday, you're like, damn, like, I got the whole week coming up. You know, like, I could have done more chores or something today, so I didn't have to be as stressed out this week. That's me every Sunday, every Sunday. Lamar, thank you so much for the tier 3. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mwah. Heart, 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 heart. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I feel that. Like, what a waste of a day. I know. I'm always like, Sundays are cozy days. Like, I'm always torn between Sundays are cozy chill days versus Sundays are, like, productive days. What do you guys think? Wait, let's do a poll. I want to know. Because I feel like people are usually one or the other, you know? How do you view Sundays? Cozy/chill day? Or we'll just do cozy/chill or productive. How do you usually spend your Sundays, or how do you view like your Sunday? Because some people are like, let's get shit done on Sundays, you know? For Christian, Sundays are supposed to be a day of rest or whatever. Okay, yeah, but like, are people really doing that? I feel like even like people that I know that are Christian, they're not being like, guys, I can't do anything, it's Sunday. I'm sure the really devout ones maybe are, but productive but at home. Yeah, I mean like productive like not in the sense of work. Like I feel like the people I know that are productive on Sundays, they're like trying to do chores or just like things to get ready for the week, like maybe grocery shopping or whatever. Basically, are you laying around on Sundays or are you like doing stuff? Yum, 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 yum. Oh, it looks like most people are saying cozy/chill. Okay, thank you. Thank you all 18 of you guys that voted that because that's what I'd be doing. But I want to be one of those productive, well, I don't know. I make Mondays my productive day, and it's kind of tough though because it's like, it's still during the week and there's usually still other shit going on Mondays. Like, I guess it probably would be good to have like a dedicated chore day or something. I'm more of a do the chores throughout the week kind of gal, but some people like to get all that done at once. I'm gonna get overwhelmed, honestly, if I try and do that. If I try and do all my chores in one day, I'm gonna get overwhelmed and just end up falling apart. Try to get at least one thing done, but otherwise I'm big chillin'. Valid. What days are usually your productive days, chat? Mine are Mondays. I'm like, okay, I gotta start the day off on a good note, you know? So I usually try to do like grocery shopping, just like if I have anything, like if there's like, you know, for content creation, I try to like, if there's anything that I already have ready that I can schedule out for the week, which I'm trying to be better at that. In a perfect world, I would like schedule everything that I need to post for the week on Mondays. Y'all know my ass though, that doesn't usually work out. Guys, I need to get a haircut. I need to get a haircut so bad, but also I'm scared because every time I get a haircut, they like fuck my shit up. So I'm torn. Oh wait, oh shoot. Let's see. I guess I'll just do my socials today. Let me do my go live checklist. I need to make a new go live checklist because I'm always forgetting. Okay, I gotta do my go live tweet. I've been hanging out in the Discord more though, y'all. I need to start just like sending random TikToks to you guys so that we can discuss. I'm very bad. I've come to realize that I don't even know how to like communicate with people over via phone, via text anymore. It's a lot. Sundays are for sleeping. Valid. I did do a lot of sleeping. I slept in a lot today. I will admit I slept in today, all right? No, literally, I feel like every time I go and get a haircut, it's probably like a 50% chance that I get what I want. No. Actually, it's probably like a 30 or 40% chance that I get what I want when I go get a haircut. Like, so I don't know. I be getting haircut anxiety. I wish I just had like I feel like a lot of people have like one hair person that they go to that does their hair, but like I don't got that, so I feel like I'm always just rolling the dice and taking my chances. It's terrible. So I'm kind of like, maybe I should just learn how to cut my own hair. But then I was like, maybe Claire can learn to cut my hair and I can learn to cut her hair. I'm like, I feel like cutting your own hair is one of those things too where it's like, I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could give myself a good haircut. Because I've gone and gotten like a really bad haircut before, and then I come home, I'm upset, I'm crying in the mirror, and then I'm like, I'm gonna fix this shit myself. And then I do! And then every time I do, I'm like, well, I should have just given myself the whole haircut. But the issue is like, I like having layers, and I don't know. Should I do like a haircut stream, guys, and like attempt to cut my hair on stream, and then if I F it up too bad, then I can just go and get an actual haircut? Because I feel like I can do it. I always end up fixing my layers when I get them done, but I just don't know. I feel like the idea of like actually trying to give myself layers makes me nervous. Where's the bunny? He's out in the living room right now. Sorry. Bowl cut. If you mess up, just go bald. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Something different content-wise. Well, yeah, I mean, I have not cut my hair on stream before. This is true. I will show Mochi if he comes in, but he does not like being picked up, and he was hanging out in here all day today, though, actually. Hello. Should we start decorating? Here, let me show you guys what decorations I have to work with right now, and then we can go from there. Obviously, first things first, we got the Christmas tree. He's a baby. He's a little bit of a baby. I just don't know where to put any of this stuff. Should I just put it on the ground right here? Blocking these boxes? I feel like Mochi might eat it, though. I mean, honestly, like, it ain't bad. Is it? It looks tiny, though. Wait, hold on. Guys, does it look way too small to be there? Like, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, it kind of is really small. I was thinking either right or right here, but I feel like I already have like the twinkle with with my twinkle lights right here, so I was like, oh, maybe having the twinkle lights, you know, like balance. How did you find the smallest tree ever? I got it on Amazon last year, okay? It was in the background of my stream setup last year because we had like the LED that was really perfect in the background, but it would look better. I know, well, but then where would I put the salt lamp? I like the salt lamp there. I do need more lighting on this side. Should I keep the salt lamp up and just move my jewelry box? I don't know where I'd put my jewelry box. I get real light. It's all the time tree that matters, okay? As long as there's a good person. He has a very great personality, doesn't he, guys? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put it like up here where the jewelry box is? But where am I don't know. Because I don't have anywhere to put my jewelry box, so I would have to think of where I would put my jewelry box. I need more space in this room. I need like, actually no, this is where I take my pictures. I don't know where I could acquire more space from, honestly. salt lamp on my desk, maybe? Maybe I should just move the jewelry box. Well, okay, hold on. Actually, let me see what other decorations I even have. Oh, I have a star. No batteries for it, though. I got a snowman that I made one time for people. Oh my gosh. I got these things. Maybe it's time for this light to say goodbye. Kind of passed away on us, to be honest. Maybe we can replace it with these Christmas lights. Gosh. Maybe I should have stored these better in a way that wouldn't make them all tangled up. They're broken. Wait, they're not lighting up. Maybe I should... Maybe they need new batteries? I don't know. Should I? Ugh. Sorry, y'all. They're very tangled in each other. Oh god. Like, what is going on? Like, what? Why is this so wrapped up? Oh, is this stuck on that? Oh. Is there anything more infuriating than untangling a bunch of wires? Because I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no, there is not. What in tarnation? It's these stars that are making everything so tangled. Okay. That's something. Well, alright. I'm about to give up because these aren't even turning on, so I don't know if it's worth taking all this time to detangle it. Just bring it back. Bring it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Oops. One hop this time. Oops. Now we'll just pretend that those lights are on and sparkling. Why is my room so messy? What do you mean? I mean, oh, is it because the stuffed animals don't look organized? I feel like it doesn't look that messy. I do have these boxes that are back here, but I don't really have anywhere else to store that stuff. I'm running out of storage. I used to love detangling my necklace as a kid. I wanted to set a business. What? Yeah, you should set that up because I would pay someone to detangle my shit for me. I hate detangling stuff. Secret Reflex, thank you so much for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Hi, Mazzy. Hello. I have PTSD from back when we used to untangle our headphone wires. Oh my god, no, nothing would make me more pissed off than when my headphones were tangled. It made me so mad. Can I see your necklace? Here. Here it is. Little heart. Double stacked. Untangling stream. I feel like I just spent forever. But the lights aren't even turning on. I'm also realizing, like, maybe I should, like, hang them up along this entire wall. I doubled them back. So they're actually twice as long as this. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Show us the little trees. Well, I'll probably set those up in my living room, honestly. Last year I tried to make like a little scene. I want to get like gingerbread houses or stuff. I always see like TikTok videos of people that make like they're like little houses that they put like candles inside and stuff, and it looks like a little village. I wanna do that one day. But all I have is the trees so far. All I got this is the trees. One day I will have the actual village part. Alpha, thank you. Or no, sorry, no. Hi. I hope you also had a nice weekend. My weekend was fine. It was fine. It was yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think. Nothing. I was kind of a potato this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. But actually, that's not true. I hung out with my friends last night, so that was fun. Do your hair is really long, or am I wrong? I don't know. I've been trying to grow out my hair a little bit. It is definitely getting long. I was actually thinking about cutting it the other day because I've always liked my hair more like medium length, but I don't know. I'm testing out the long hair for the winter, so we'll see. Once it warms up, I'll probably cut it shorter because it's nice not having a lot of hair to deal with in the summertime. You got the land to plant. Wait, what? You have the trees? That means you got the land to plant the trees, Pog. Facts. Should I set up this guy? Get the Edna? Oh god, I would not. Would not look good. You're a hater if you're saying that. You don't want to be seeing me be a baddie, clearly. There we go. How's that? Also, what are we thinking that... I know I suggested we can either do a gaming night or we can do a YouTube night. Oh wait, shit. I haven't done my picture for Twitter yet. Wild of you to think Edna is not a baddie. I never said Edna's not a baddie. I just said I would not look like a baddie with the Edna haircut. I tried short hair once upon a time. And yeah, I looked awful. Yeah, I looked terrible. I looked like Dora the Explorer. Okay? See me? See how my head is like almost a fucking circle? That means that I cannot pull off a bob. But if you see a girl with like cut ass cheekbones, sharp ass jawline that could slice through cheese, like that's the girl that you, those are the girls that you tell to get the Edna bob, okay? Because those girls always look so slay with the short hair, okay? Every time I see a girl with like sharp ass facial features, I'm always like, you should cut your hair short, because they always look good. But if you have like a round face with round features, then you end up looking like Dora the Explorer, sadly, like me, like I did. Learn from my lessons. I feel like with guys, that's basically like facial hair. Like I feel like guys with rounder faces tend to look better with facial hair versus if you got that like cut, if you got like sharp features, I feel like they tend to look better with no facial hair. You know? That's my debate. So it's like with girls, it's short hair versus long hair, but with guys, it's facial hair versus no facial hair. Okay, let me do a little... It's like sunglasses. Face shape matters. Does face shape matter for sunglasses? One of those had to be good, right? My dog says hi. Give your dog pets for me, because I say hi back. Actually. Leon, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. You're so amazing. Guys, I don't know why I always end up making the same faces. I need to study. I need to compile a list. Some kind of... Actually, hold on. Also, by the way, guys, if we do YouTube videos, just know that it's going to be Curse Gazette, because I have not seen Curse Gazette in a while. I have not seen a Curse Gazette video in a long time, and I went on their channel lately, and it looked like they had a ton of new videos to watch, so I'm super hype. So, honestly, we could also do both. We could do, like, hang out, watch YouTube. I was thinking decorate, watch YouTube videos, and then maybe game. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm struggling a bit. You've never heard of Curse Gazette before? They're my favorite YouTube channel. They're my favorite YouTube channel. They make very interesting videos. I guess they're kind of like educational videos. I don't know. Actually, would you guys... Yeah, I guess they're like educational videos. That makes it sound so boring, but they're like cool educational videos. I swear. I swear, guys, they're cool educational videos, okay? Alright, I need your guys' help now. Oh god, of course it's the other one. Hold up, hold up. Hi, Regitoku. I love their videos. I never knew that's how you pronounce their channel name. I only know because they say it on their channel sometimes. Should I do 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Let's do a poll. Which one do you think looks better? Which pick? 1 or 2? Start poll. Vote. Vote, 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 vote right now.
Great to see you. YouTube and decorating sounds fun.
Yay. Thanks. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Wait, how do I still see Neon's bits up there? Oh, was it like a hype? Wait, can you use bits for hype chat? I'm not gonna lie, I feel boomer as hell because I feel like I don't know how to keep up with all these new Twitch features. I need like a notebook. I need to be taking notes. But are we thinking 1 or 2? Let me type out what I want to say. Decorating for Xmas. Yay. And then we'll say, watching, or should I say reacting to? Here, we'll make it sound more content vibe, all right? No, we're not watching YouTube videos. No. Reacting to YouTube videos. No, let's say watching the craziest YouTube videos ever. Just kidding. Watching, scratching my brain on YouTube. Decorating for Christmas, yay! Maybe, here, we'll say Warcraft later. Decorating for Christmas, yay! Then, what? Satiating my brain with YouTube content? Guys, what's a more interesting way to say watching YouTube videos? decorating for Christmas, then, absorbing vital sustenance for my brain via graphic image. Wait, no, that sounds like, you know, like graphic image. Like, that sounds weird. Like, via graphics, via visual imagery. That's what you guys are saying. You guys are saying 2? Okay, I think 2. I don't do smile pictures very well, but very often because I feel like I look weird. Smile, it's fine, it's fine. Reacting to not drama videos. Oh. Then absorbing content. Studying diligently, then fixating my eyeballs on visual imagery. Wait, let's see. Let me see what kind of videos Curse Gazette even has that are new. Because maybe we can say, like, you know, are they science videos right now? Oh god, you guys got the double lo-fi beats going on. Whenever I type YouTube now, it just takes me straight to lo-fi beats, not the YouTube. How to destroy the universe. The moment Curse Gazette changed forever. What does that mean? The internet is worse than ever. Now what? Yeah, we're watching that. Yeah, we're watching that. Why Korea is dying out? Wait. Big Bang Aliens? World War Alien? Wait, they got so many good videos out. Wait, I should be showing you. These are the videos. Okay, so keep in mind which video you want to watch. But this was the last video I've watched, so I haven't watched any of these newer ones. We got World War Alien, Big Bang Aliens, Ancient Life as Old as the Universe. What? How to Win an Interstellar War? This is so interesting. Why Korea is dying out? I thought they're popping off right now. They got K-pop, they got K-dramas. Like, what's the tea? What's the tea, Chris? Because I'm ready to know. All of history. Okay, this looks cool as shit. However, it is an hour. I'm down to watch it at some point, but I don't know about tonight. Maybe if I did, like, cozy gaming. Maybe if we did, like, non-hardcore World of Warcraft at some point. We could do, like, watch YouTube videos while I game. That could be fun. Like, long ones like this, you know? Definitely want to watch this one. Maybe this could be the first one that we watch because obviously we're all on the internet right now. So let's hear about this. I'm curious what is going to be said. And then there's this one, obviously. So don't know if any of those videos stood out to you. Let me know if any did. We can, you know, I'll keep in mind. But those are the videos that I'm thinking of watching. So what we're going to say, cool kid. We're going to say cool kid alien YouTube videos. Then we're gonna watching cool YouTube vids. Yay, then. Okay, post. Okay, guys. We have going live tweeted. Wait a freaking minute! Where did my pinned chat message go? Grr. Oh my god, shut up. I hate when I accidentally put my mouse a little too low in the bottom right corner and then I have a huge fucking thing popping up. How do I turn that off? Like, it's whenever I put it says feel colder. And I put my mouse over and there's a huge giant pop-up. How do I turn that off? It'd be making me rage, bro. Maybe I'm just a rager, though. Oh, I miss the rage. Sorry. I'm in a cringe mood today. Cringe. Okay. Alright, there we go. This will get him. Oh my god, I did it again! How do I... Okay, let's see. How do I... Lock all taskbar settings. Replace show badges on... No, wait, how do I just want to turn off... Let's just turn off the news on there. Okay, that might work. Okay. I think I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Am I on Windows 10 or 11? No clue. I really could not tell you. Let me see. How do I even figure that out? System? I'm not seeing none. How do I even know that? How do I even figure that out? Accounts? No. Why wouldn't it be under system? I don't know. Yeah, I just turned it off because it's mostly news articles that just be popping up. Okay, if your icons are in the center of the task, it's probably 11. If it starts on the bottom right, yeah, I think it is bottom. Well, wait, my icons? My icons start down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I've ever even updated my Windows on this PC. To be honest, my bad. You can ask Siri. It's okay. I think I figured it out, y'all. I just had to turn off the news. It's like whenever I hovered my mouse over the news, I guess, which was feels colder. Like, is that news? Like, what do you mean? Just a little feels colder and a snowflake. I was like, thanks, Windows. Anywho, it's all sorted out, guys. No need to worry. Do we need, okay, are we, oh god. Oh goodness. Alright. Should we watch now? Or you guys want to chat? Okay, if you guys want to chat, ask me questions right now. We will debate and discuss right now. Waiting. If I don't see anything in 10 seconds, we're going to YouTube. Loading. There is a button for hovering over and the actual news. 2 options. Oh. Well, figure it. I turned it off. News, it's cold in December and grass is green. Windows 95 going strong. What? Has a 3-gallon water bottle. I think it's only like 32 ounces. I'm supposed to drink 2 of these a day to meet my daily water intake. How many genders are there? Genders just, there ain't no such thing, bro. I actually don't believe in genders. Just kidding. Unless, I don't know. I think it's just kind of like whatever you want to, yeah, it's a spectrum, bro. But I don't even feel like it's a spectrum. It's just kind of like, I don't really think that much about it. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, and maybe this is weird, but I'm one of those people where I'm like, you can identify. I don't even care if someone wants to identify themselves as like something weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care about that stuff. Like, the people that be getting worked up about that kind of stuff, it's just like, why? If someone wants to say that they identify themselves as like a refrigerator, I honestly don't care that much. So of course, I don't know. Like, yeah. You can be whatever you want to be. You know? What's your opinion on pulpy orange juice? I don't like pulpy orange juice. I like no pulp. No pulp. I don't like, yeah, I don't know why anyone would drink the pulp. I'm not gonna lie. Is like the pulp good for you? If there's any pulp enjoyers in chat, why do you enjoy the pulp? Too much bottle, not enough water? What do you mean? I think gender is on a continuum. I guess I just think of like I consider myself pretty girly and feminine, and I'm very lucky in that. But I don't know. I think that if someone was born a different way and they also consider themselves and want to engage in those things, and like I don't know, who am I to deny someone's own self-expression? I guess that's how I kind of view it. Because like I also like sex and gender are different, right? Gender is just like more so how you're expressing yourself and whatnot. And I guess I'm pretty much, my basic life philosophy is that people can just live their lives however they want to live it. And, like, as long as they're not harming anyone else, like, who am I to judge that lifestyle? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that person. I don't know what brought them to that point. I don't know what brought them to have, like, as long as they're not being, like, hateful, and basically as long as they're not, like, harming other people with their words or their actions, then they can live their life however they want. Like, why am I even gonna, like, you know, I don't know, because that's how I want to be treated. I want to be able to live my life however I want without random bozos who live their lives differently commenting negativity towards that as well. I feel like it's very easy to just be like, oh wow, like that person is living their life very interesting, but they're not harming anyone. So, you know, maybe I'm not vibing what they do, so I'm just not gonna like be homies with them. It's really that simple. I really worked about it because that's actually never happened to me. I've actually been assaulted by way, way, way more men identifying as men than actually men identifying as women. I've actually never been assaulted by a man identifying as a woman in the women's bathroom. But, anyways. Don't want pulp in the teeth. Exactly. I hate the feeling of something being stuck in my teeth. Hate it. Pulp is the best. OJ without it is much more sour. No, it isn't. What? What kind of OJ are you drinking? Literally get the same kind of orange juice. My issue is that, well, actually, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't, there's like lots of sweet orange juice with no pulp. I only drink no pulp, and I've had lots of orange juices that sometimes I feel like are too sweet. I do feel like orange juice, I don't like when orange juice is too sweet. I feel like I still kind of like the tangy, citrusy, flavor of the orange itself. You know what I mean? Same with like lemonade. Like I don't like when lemonade is like too sweet. It's like part of what makes lemonade so good is like the tang, you know? I agree. People can present and identify however they want. Doesn't hurt anyone at all. Exactly. Girly girls are my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like I've always been super girly though. I definitely had my tomboy phase. Just in like, I don't know, maybe I'll evolve one day into a different kind of aesthetic. That's another thing too, is like, I feel like it's okay to like change your self-expression a lot as you go through life and, you know, become a different person, most likely. Like, I feel like my aesthetic has changed so much throughout my whole life and probably will continue to change. And that's what's so exciting about self-expression, right? Is that like your self-expression isn't just your expression of yourself, but it's also like a reflection of the times or something. Because it's like a lot of like what I wear is still like I'd consider cute or like in style right now. Just like in the same way where you like look back to like outfits that you thought were cute in 2012 and then you see pictures of you in 2012 and you're like, Lord Jesus Christ, why was I feeling so fly in those neon green suspenders? 2012 to 2014 was like probably like the craziest fashion era ever. Maybe more like 2011 to like 2014. But if you know, you fucking know. Like, I just feel like anytime I see a picture of myself from that time period, it's literally like the craziest combination of whatever, like of anything ever. We got the infinity scarves. We got the graphic tees. We got the, I don't even know, just so many crazy things. The suspenders, the black box glasses that were super popular, mustaches everywhere. I feel like I had like a neon lime green phase for a while. Then see the latest, oh yeah. Yeah, wait, no, I made it public, so anyone that like taps my profile to go to it, but it's still an archive. That's why I left it up. Maybe I should redo the tiers, so there's just like one or something, so people could access the older pic, because there's still a lot of stuff on there that they can't see, you know. So if it's someone that hasn't subbed before, they might still be they probably still getting their money's worth. I think a lot of it is culture driven. Showing emotion is seen as feminine, so men are taught never to cry, which is incredibly problematic. Yeah, no, I something that actually really helped me kind of deconstruct the patriarchy in my mind, and especially like also women's role in the patriarchy, was this book called The Will to Change by Bell Hooks. It was really good, really interesting. I feel like if you are Like, I don't know, I feel like if it was helpful for me as a woman, I feel like it could be very interesting as a man. And it's one of those books where it's like, it is societal commentary and stuff like that, so it's one of those things where it's like, you don't have to agree with everything that the author says. However, I think it is good to like think about these things and analyze them and have introspection and all of that kind of stuff, you know, writing it down. Yeah, no, it's very interesting, and it talks a lot about it. I mean, it's called like Men, Masculinity, and Love. That's what it is. So, yep. Do you support women getting drafted in the military? I actually don't support drafting at all. I don't think anyone should get drafted into the military. That's what I think. Louis Thomas the score. Shut up with the stripes. Yeah. Especially, because serving in the military, like, that's not a small ass. That ain't no small thing. Like, jury duty, yeah, you can give up a day or two of your life, whatever, you know, however long the jury duty is, but like, going to serve in the military I don't think anyone should ever be forced to do that. Like, if you're putting your life on your line for the country, first of all, if I have motherfuckers fighting for me, I at least want those motherfuckers to be there if I want them to have a chance of winning, you know what I mean? Like, why would you ever make, I don't know, anyways. Yeah, I'm also like, I don't really feel like we should be having wars and stuff like that as much nowadays. Like, not to say that they don't happen, obviously. There's been a lot of shit going on lately. But generally speaking, if there is a non-war solution to be had, I would always want to opt for that. You just say you're a pacifist? I mean, yeah. I don't want people, let's all have a one big happy hug. Just kidding. I ain't trying to swim in my right, no, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if some motherfucker pulled up right now and tried to tell me some shit, I'm gonna be like, oh, hell nah. Hell nah. I'm gonna be foiling the plans if you try and put me in there. You don't want me there. Imagine me on the front lines. Bitch, we all gone, alright? If they got motherfuckers like me on the front lines, we're all gone. Sorry, y'all. I'll try my best, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. Just kidding. Actually, I'd be amazing. Give me a sword. That's actually, I would be... Let's just, if we had war, no guns allowed, no death or serious injury, we all just got swords and we're like fucking around, that'd be kind of fun. I would do that. Like, I feel like it'd be way more fun to be on a battlefield with a sword and be like, wah, wah, than just being like, pew, 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 pew. Them swords heavy AF, I know. No, I'd be like, I'd use a katana. I'd have to use a light one. Because you're right, I don't got the muscles for like a great sword. Damn. Chat, if you were like transported into a fantasy world, what class would you be? Or like, what would your weapon of choice be? I feel like I'd have to do like throwing daggers or something like that. Because I would get my shit stomped in close combat. I mean, if it's a fantasy world, I would obviously want to be a spellcaster. I'd be good with a support role too, though, honestly. Like, I feel like I always grew up playing like a healer support role, and that's always fun because then it's like, all right, I don't have to be stressing myself out in the fighting that much, but you know, I'm healing, I'm buffing, I'm doing my part. I just gotta stare at everyone's health bar, basically. I don't know what's going on in the fight. I'm just staring at everyone's health bars. I was gonna make, okay, but we're gonna say, like, you had to factor in your physical persona into this as well. So it's like, I feel like in video games, I do tend to play more like fighting classes, but if I think about like me for real, I'm not gonna be able to be swinging that sword very well. You know? Hope you feel better, Sid. I'd be a tank for real. Yeah, sorry, but if you're big, yeah, sorry, warrior, get to the front of the line. I'm just kidding. But deadass, I mean, that would be an advantage as you, cause, I mean, I guess you could be like a jacked ass mage, but, but come on, let us puny folk get the spellcasting rolls, alright? Then I had to fight front line. Hey, don't hit the gym so much if you're not trying to be fighting front line, alright? I'm just kidding. I actually avoid the gym to stay off the front line. 200 IQ move. Alrighty, chat. Should we watch some YouTube? I'm excited for these YouTube videos. Oh, we've been chatting for just about an hour. Perfect. Should I get a little hi? Should I I'm debating. Should I do bowl or pen? I don't think I've done a bowl and stream in a long time. But if we're just sitting and watching YouTube and I don't have to be stressing about like fighting mobs or like my hardcore character dying, then that means that we can get real weird. The pin link seems kind of sketchy, by the way. Does it? What do you mean? What do you mean I got my HTTPS certification, so it's not sketchy? Wait, what the? Wait, it does take me to some weird page. It's also taking me. What happened to my website? Hold on. Did my domain expire? Please tell me no. Say it ain't so. Thank you for telling me, by the way. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys ever see something out of whack, let me know. Why is it taking me to one... What? Why is this taking me there? I'm actually so confused. Let me type this Keely dash... Oh! Wait, it's working now. Did I... Wait, but this looks the same as this. Where's the typo? Do those two links not look the exact same? Why is this? Okay, this one's working now though. Okay guys, if you click here, new pinned one. Okay, there's a new pinned message. There's two .coms. Oh. Wait. Oh, I had a typo? Hold on, let me look at my message history. I need to get to the bottom of this. Oh, Kaylee-made.com.com. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Now we're good to go. Now we are good to go. Everyone click on my pinned link. Tell me it works. And then click that first link and... the second one. Then go subscribe. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know, though. I appreciate that. Heart, heart, heart. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all, feel free to let me know if there's ever, like, something going sus on anything of any of my shiz. Because 9 times out of 10, it's exactly like this scenario. Me being a dummy. Me being a dummy. Went serious. I had to go serious mode because I thought something happened to my website, bro. I paid for this domain. So, you know, I'm not trying to... I didn't know if something happened. Someone hacked me. I was like, someone hacked my website. I don't even know what I would do in that scenario. I mean, it's not like there's valuable information on my website. It's just my links. Website so dang these few.coms. I should make my website have a dark mode. I don't know how to do that though. Okay, anywho, are we ready to watch now? Do you guys want to watch now? Any other last minute debate questions? I always love a good debate. Excuse me. Thoughts on hair bows? Oh my god, I literally wear bows in my hair all the time. They are cute. They are cute. If anyone tries to tell you they're not cute, throat punch them. Just kidding. I do not support violence. Oh my god. That's one of my worst nightmares, guys, is like me saying something jokingly to you guys and then someone clips it out of context and then I go viral and get canceled. Guys, don't do that to me. Reported for no, guys, no. Someone on the desk has made it. Thank you. I made him out of a sock. I made these. If anyone's an OG, I one time did a like winter subathon where if someone donated like $100 or more, I made them one of these. And then it was very, very stressful, and it ended up being very stressful and expensive for international shipping. So sadly, I never did anything like that again. But there is a handful of people out there that have their very own handmade Kaylee May snowmen. Maybe one day I'll revive. Well, I think. Wait, did I do it again? I think I might have actually done it again and been like, sorry, US only, or something like that. But yeah, I didn't know. I honestly I never shipped anything internationally before, so I had no idea how like complicated and like low-key expensive it was to ship things internationally. But lesson learned. How much was the international? It depended on where they lived. And I had to like fill out a customs form. So I had to be like, oh, sorry, like they need your like actual legal name for me to send this to you, which like I felt bad for asking people, but everyone that did it was nice. Cause it was when I was like smaller too. So it wasn't like it was hella people or anything like that. But it was just one of those things where it was like, you know, it was meh. It was just more complicated than necessary. Customs is super difficult. Yeah, shipping stuff internationally is just like, there's just like more regulations and stuff, which makes sense. Makes sense, but it was just more of a pain in the buns than I anticipated. Do it again before you blow up. Bitch, what do you mean? I'm blown up. I'm famous as hell right now. What do you mean? Just kidding. Okay, wait, chat. Which video should we watch first? Should we watch one of these alien ones, or should we watch this internet? Wait, actually, I forgot. I said I wanted to watch the internet. Should we watch the internet one? The internet is worse than ever. Now what? Or should we do World of Warcraft? Nah, we haven't done a YouTube video, a YouTube stream in a while. All right, we'll watch a few, and then, well, do we want a game tonight? Let's see, what you wanna do tonight? Game, or we'll play. Vote. My initial game plan was to watch YouTube videos, then play World of Warcraft. But what are you guys thinking? What are you in the mood to do tonight with your Sunday? How can I entice you to stay and stream? Where the heck? Oh. Yeah, Bia. Sorry, I'm so shiny. Maybe I'll do like a little, oh god. This thing like low-key does a lot of powder. But gets the job done. Should I do a little tinted lip gloss action? Oh god. It always looks kind of crazy when I first start putting it on. What is that? It's like face powder. It makes it so I'm less shiny. Because I have a very oily skin, so that is why I always just look so shiny on stream. But honestly, no shade or anything, but I'd rather have oily skin than dry skin. Because I took this medication once upon a time that dried my skin out so much, and it was like so dry and peeling and like flaking, and it was just genuinely so uncomfortable. So low-key, I feel bad for all the dry skin people out there. Like, you know, it's like oily skin, it's like gosh darn, like I look shiny as hell, but when I had my dry skin face, it was hell on earth. It was a battle. It was like you open your mouth, it cracks open. Those are the worst. Like, oh my god, do you guys ever get like the cracks right here? Oh, I hate those. I hate those. I hate those. Make sure, okay, if you are someone that does struggle with dry skin, and this is low-key, this is for the dudes, because I already know girls be doing it, but for the dudes, like, make sure you're moisturizing and shit in the wintertime, because I feel like dudes, first of all, I don't know how anyone could go outside in the wintertime with no lotion, but I just feel like, yeah, if you are having that problem, you gotta be moisturizing. I would recommend also, if you have really bad dry skin, that you try Aquaphor. That was my saving grace when I had my dry skin. And even now, to this day, whenever, because like I've been on acne medication recently, if you can't tell, I've been fucking breaking out, and it's been making my skin dry again, and I use Aquaphor always. So just get Aquaphor, and it's thick as hell, so I only use it at night when I'm like sleeping. But it's a lifesaver, especially if you get like the little cracks. I always like put Aquaphor over it, or if you just have like a little dry spot, you can put Aquaphor. Like, Aquaphor is great. It's great. It's great for sunburns, and it's just like very soothing. Oily skin tends to mean thicker skin and fewer wrinkles. Oh. Yeah, a lot of Asians have oily skin and to stay moisturized. That's why I feel like Asian people get wrinkly later, or get less wrinkles. I don't really know. All I gotta say is my mom and my dad are pretty close in age, and my mom's like crazy about skincare and stuff though, so I think it's maybe a mix. Avast put the URL on the blacklist. Wait, what does that mean? They look younger too. Yeah, do I have a skincare routine? I do. I actually have a YouTube video that shows my skincare routine if you are interested. I also have like a storefront where I put, because I'm an Amazon addict and I get all my shit off of Amazon. Yeah. No, I've been through a lot. I've been breaking out recently, but before this I had such good skin and I felt like I had my skincare routine so down. But based on all the research that I did, like basically breaking out in like your chin area just means that it's hormonal. And I'm like, okay, so how do I fix this? Like, is there just nothing I can do? But it's also so weird because so many other girls that I know are also having breakouts so bad on their like chin area when they haven't been having acne as well. Like Claire never gets acne, and she was telling me that she also has been breaking out. And then someone else, I was literally watching some other girl stream and she was talking about it, and I was like, what? Like, what is going on? Is there something going on? I'm suspicious. Bodyguard Teddy, thank you for the tier 1. Happy 41. You gotta be one of the longest subs. Like, you got to be one of the longest subs. OMG. Thank you so much. I appreciate that though. What's in the water? No, I've been thinking about literally buying one of those like filter things for my shower and for my bathroom sink faucet, because I was also seeing stuff about how like, you know, unfiltered water could also be causing you to break out. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, I need to figure this out because my last resort is Accutane. But honestly, at this point, like, there are a few things that I hate more than bad acne. It's just something I've struggled with my whole life, and it's just like, yeah, aesthetic-wise, not great, but also it's just so painful and so uncomfortable, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with acne for the rest of my life. Like, my mom, she's still having to deal with her acne. Like, she is where I get my acne issues from, I discovered. So I'm thinking that maybe I need some kind of long-term solution or something, but oh God, I just get so jealous of people that just have such clear skin naturally. Yeah, nothing will piss me, like, I just can't. That is something that I will openly admit. I get so jealous of people that have such naturally clear skin, like flawless, like not even, like they don't even have acne scars because clearly they've never struggled with acne a day in their life. Like, oh my God. Like, I remember one time me and my friends, we were like all going, I can't remember, oh yeah, we were all gonna like, we were like going out somewhere, something, I don't know, TLDR, one of my friends like had lashes on, and she's had like also such clear gorgeous skin like for her whole life, and she was like, oh my God guys, like I think that we should all just like do like no makeup day, like blah blah blah. I'm like, girl, first of all, you got full set of lashes on, and second of all, your skin is clear as hell. Like, yeah, you're so easy to embrace. Like, it was just one of those moments where it was like easy for you to say. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like when I have clear skin though, I'd be like one of those motherfuckers. When I have clear skin, I'm suddenly I'm like, guys, I don't even need makeup. Not that anyone ever needs makeup, obviously, but acne is just one of those things that I hate it. And like, I totally get that, you know, it's one of those, you know, I wish I could be one of those people where it's like, my acne makes me beautiful, but when your skin is like literally red and in pain and you can just like feel it, and I don't know, it's one of those things that I truly hate, like, so much. I feel like we all have those things, like that one thing that we were just super insecure about as a teenager, that like if any sign of it crops up in adulthood, we're like, no thank you. Or maybe that's just me. That's me. I only hydrate like once or twice a week. Wait, what? A certified doctor person, I think it must be the hormone flu infectionitis. Wait, what? That's a thing? That's a thing? I feel as someone always can I eat healthy things, there's still some acne off and on. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I've done everything, and like literally my mom struggles with it a lot too, so I know it's just like it's in my genes. I'm just acne prone. The only thing that's ever helped me is going to dermatologist, and I just got back on my prescription, so I'm really hoping that helps. But acne is just something that I've struggled with my whole life. Like, no matter what I do, and I do all the things that you're supposed to do, you know, and it's just one of those things that I just think I need to get some medicine. I need some medicine, maybe Accutane one day, but that scares me, so it's gonna be the absolute last resort. Had a really bad one as a kid. I had to go on Accutane. See, that's what most people I know. See, my acne was also really bad, but like my parents just could not afford for me to do Accutane, so I never did that when I was younger, and I thought I was in the clear for a while, but yeah, my acne's returned lately, and it's just, I hate it. Oh well, one day I will have clear skin once more, and I will be feeling so beautiful every day that I wake up, and woohoo. Well, I'm still beautiful. I'm beautiful with acne. I'm beautiful with acne. Acne does not make me less beautiful. You're beautiful with acne. We're all beautiful with acne. Pimples are annoying and they're painful, and that's why it's important to try and get rid of them, but they should not take away. I'm trying. I'm gaslighting myself. Yeah, if you want to know how to be a more positive person, that's exactly how, okay? You catch yourself saying negative things, and then you're like, actually, that's not true. I'm just gonna decide that that's not true, and then you say whatever you want to be true, and then if you do that enough times, hopefully, what you want to be true becomes your first thought instead of the original first thought. Hey, I've come this far with that mindset. It's worked well. All right, it all starts with a little bit of delusion, but a little bit of delusion over a long period of time leads great results, gives you great results. Any 2024 stream goals, collabs? I don't know about, I definitely want to do like more collabs. I don't have like specific collabs in mind. XC Burton, thank you so much for the 7th Prime. Happy 19 months. I appreciate that. Mwah. Heart. Good life tip, and if you want to go get it, yes. If you want something, go and get it. But I have a lot of 2024 goals. I don't know if I have any. Well, I definitely want to get more into like gaming content. That is something that I really want to do. So obviously, like, I've always done gaming streams, but like try to make like my Twitch VOD channel, I'm gonna like try to actually make thumbnails for and like break apart my VODs, which I've started doing already actually. Break apart my VODs so that it's like my chatting section is different. So basically, I'm gonna try and penetrate the Let's Play YouTube space, okay? Because I already play the games live on stream. So if you're telling me that there's people who just record themselves playing video games and upload them to YouTube and people watch it, like I could already be doing that. Like I already have make the content for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is one of my 2024 goals, is to penetrate the YouTube gaming space, specifically the Let's Play space, because I already make that kind of content. It's just about posting it and like marketing it correctly. So that is one of my goals, because I love gaming and I feel like I've never really put that much effort into actually making gaming content. So I would love to try that. Yeah, I mean, that's I feel like that's a whole mission in and of itself. And leading into that, though, that would also mean more like gaming collabs, like I want to like do more games that come out, I never played Lethal Company, which I still do want to play. So I guess like more of an effort to do like gaming content, but also like gaming collabs that are fun for you guys to watch, because I feel like my gaming is always like, all right guys, I'm just gonna play this game that I really want to play. But like I want to do more like collabs and like fun games that come out, like Lethal Company or whatever. So I guess just more stuff like that. And yeah, I've actually been wanting to play Lego Fortnite. Like I've been seeing so much stuff about the Lego Fortnite that comes out, and I just feel like there were so many games that came out this past year that I never got the chance to play, and I don't know. So I guess I want to try and embrace that. I think that I also like shied away from gaming content a little bit for whatever reason. And I don't want to do that anymore because I love gaming. I love playing games. It's so fun, and it's one of the things that I feel like I will probably love forever, and I have, like, as far as I think back in my childhood, I've always loved. And I don't know, I feel like it's also been a part of myself that I haven't always embraced because, you know, it's just like not very cool to be into video games. So now I'm embracing that. I'm embracing my degen gamer side. Meet Kaylee and extra Emily. Oh, before I die. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's watch our first video. Should I do a bowl or should I just hit my, or should I be more chill with it? Should we get blasted, guys? Does anyone want to get blasted with me? I never really like talk about smoking that much on my stream because I feel like there's still people that are like, ew, weed. You guys want to see my box? I'll do it if you do it type shit. I don't want to be a bad influence on anyone. But if you would like to join me, I would be glad to have you. I want to decorate this with stickers, but look at this thing I just got. Isn't she cute? Ain't she pretty? It has a code, but I don't think I've really set that up yet. Smell absorber. Look, it's like a little area. And it came with like these little glass jars to store your stuff. I keep toothpicks in here because I use them to like empty my bowl. I'll show. I need to clean this guy. I got it on Amazon, y'all. I'm literally an Amazon addict. Wait, let me get the link. They have like a regular wood one also that I did think about getting because it matched my living room really well. But let me get y'all the link because it was actually such a good find, bro. Hey, maybe a good Christmas present for, you know, a friend. Let me go to my orders. Let me just search up box. It's gotta come up. Oh, it did. One of the first ones. Okay, here, I'll send you guys the wood one. This one's, this good gift if you got any, like, you know, stoner homies. They got it in pink and they got it in the wood. The wood low-key looks nicer, but I felt like the pink matched my stream room more, so that's why I went with the pink. And get, oh yeah, maybe I should, actually, my outfit's pretty cozy right now. I was like, maybe I'll get a cozy blanket, but I was like, I'm actually, like, perfectly warm. I'm not cold or anything right now. That's why I love, like, wearing, like, thigh-high socks for stream, because I'm like, I feel like it's basically like I'm wearing pants, but, like, I always feel more comfortable in a skirt also for some reason. Like, I don't know. I'm a skirt girl through and through, TBH. Personality triumphs are like, based on my experience being around highly attractive females. I also think I think personality will always trump over looks, and I don't know why this is still a debate. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, let's watch our YouTube video now. I'm ready. already had some in there. Not gonna lie, keep it. Should we? Oh, Kayleeception! Are we ready? We're gonna go with this one first, right? This one? Alright guys, this is your chance, okay? If you need to go get a blanket, grab a snack, whatever you gotta do, use the bathroom, you can go and do that now. I'm thinking maybe we can like discuss the videos in between since these videos are like cool. So feel free to be typing your thoughts in them and stuff. Do you guys like not, maybe I always have like debates between being like, is it annoying for me to pause the videos and talk? But then I see people saying that like, it's not good to not do that. I don't know. Grab a water for yourself or something. Okay, are we all ready, chat? Sorry, I was having an itch. I'll have to pause the lo-fi beats. Oh, I gotta put my headset on. Can't forget the e-girl pieces so I don't look like a bald raccoon. All right, we all ready now? Should we wait for anyone? All right, I want to be debating these videos or discussing these videos afterwards. So feel free to type your thoughts as you think them or anything, but I love watching cool YouTube videos and having fun discussions after. So that's going to be the vibe, okay? That's going to be the vibe. This video is only 11 and a half minutes. Also, I am planning on playing World of Warcraft later. Maybe if we get too into these videos. I guess it depends on how much discussing and debating that we're doing in between these videos. Because there's not that many videos I haven't seen yet, but I mean, there's a decent amount if we watch. Actually, if we watch the Korea one, we could be watching YouTube videos for like the next hour or so. But down to still potentially hang out after. We're having a fun Sunday fun day. Wait, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah. Huh? Okay, I'm not gonna question anything. I'm not gonna question things any longer. Should I go on this side or should I? No, I'll go on this side.
In 2022, nearly half of Americans expected a civil war in the next few years. 1 in 5 now believes political violence is justified. And it's not just the US, but around the world. People increasingly see themselves as part of opposing teams. There are many different reasons for this, but one gets blamed a lot: social media. Social media divides us, makes us more extreme and less empathetic. It riles us up or sucks us into doom scrolling, making us stressed and depressed. It feels like we need to touch grass and escape to the real world. New research shows that we might have largely misinterpreted why this is the case. It turns out that the social media internet may uniquely undermine the way our brains work, but not in the way you think. The myth of the filter bubble. You've probably heard about online filter bubbles. Algorithms give you exactly what you want or what they think you want. You only see information that shows you opinions that agree with yours, while dissenting opinions or information are filtered out. Since you only see content close to your worldview, more extreme and toxic opinions suddenly seem less extreme. You're trapped in a radicalizing filter bubble, and your view of the world becomes narrower and more extreme. But is that true? Extreme filter bubbles seem to be rather rare. Studies that investigated what people actually look at online or are shown by search engines found little evidence that you're ideologically isolated. It's the exact opposite. Online, you are constantly confronted with opinions and worldviews that are not your own. It turns out that the place where you are the most ideologically isolated is your real life, in the real world, with real people. Your real-world interactions with your friends, family, colleagues and neighbors are much less diverse than your online bubble. The filter bubble exists in your real life, not online. Okay, wait. Online filter bubbles have been the prevailing explanation as to why we've all started hating each other more over the last 2 decades. If that's not the case, shouldn't the internet open our minds and make us more empathetic with each other? Unfortunately, your brain is stupid. Your brain is stupid. Human brains didn't evolve to understand the true nature of reality, but to navigate and maintain social structures. Our ancestors desperately needed each other to survive, so our brains had to make sure we cooperated. That's why social isolation or exclusion feels so horrible, because it was actually life-threatening. A tribe that worked together survived. A divided tribe died. The way communities worked for thousands of years is that, sure, you may have disliked a neighbor, but because you lived close to each other, you also rooted for the same sports club or saw them at church. You both thought that the people from the other village were idiots. Being physically close made you familiar and created similarities that bridged the gap of different worldviews so you didn't murder each other. And your worldview was probably not that different in the first place because it was formed by the same local culture. When our brains evolved, this was enough. Whoever was around was similar to us. We liked what was similar to us. This kept us aligned enough to work together despite our differences. As humanity moved on from small tribes to towns and cities, from chiefdoms to kingdoms to nations, our brains and our communities had to adapt to more diverse sets of neighbors. We began to meet on the town square or in universities where we argued and screamed at each other. But in the grand scheme of things, communities were still relatively isolated, we were still pretty similar and aligned with the people around us. Conflict and disagreement are not a bad thing per se. Tension over how we should live can create new and wonderful things. Our values, norms and taboos are always evolving, and whatever we think is normal today will not be normal in the future. But we also need social glue to hold our societies together, because our brains don't care about the meta level of humanity, but about being safe in a tribe. Until about 20 years ago, we did something truly new that hit our brains like a freight train: the social media internet, the digital town square. Don't you dare disagree with me. Social sorting. In a nutshell, our brains are not able to process the amount of disagreement we encounter on the social internet. The very mechanisms that made it possible for our ancestors to work together in the first place are derailed in ways we were not prepared for. Whether you want it to or not, your brain sorts people by worldviews and opinions into teams. This is not simply tribalism, it goes further. Researchers have called this process social sorting. On the digital town square, you encounter people that express opinions or share information that clash with your worldview. But unlike your neighbor, they don't root for your local sports club. You're missing the local social glue your brain needs to align with them. For your brain, the disagreement between yourself and them becomes a central part of their identity. And this makes it less likely that you will seriously consider their position or opinion in the future. If you hear bad things about them, your brain is much more likely to believe it uncritically. On the flip side, there are people who share your worldview and are maybe even more similar to you than many people in your real life, which makes your brain like them a lot and kind of hyper-align with them. People who think like you are probably good people because you're a good person and whatever social group you belong to is good. So your brain is more likely to believe their opinions. If you hear bad things about them, your brain is much more likely to dismiss it uncritically. The engagement-driven social internet makes it worse because it wants to keep you online as long as possible. And the most engaging emotion is, unfortunately, anger. The more angry you get, the more likely you are to share and engage, and this leads to social media amplifying the most extreme and controversial opinions. It optimizes not only to show us disagreement, but the worst disagreement possible. And because your stupid brain is sorting people into teams, whatever the worst opinions are, it assigns the same opinions to everybody on the other team. What's striking and new about online polarization is that all the aspects of our lives that make us individuals, our lifestyle choices, the comedians or shows we watch, our religion, sense of fashion and so on, are condensed, making it seem that they're parts of opposing and mutually exclusive identities. This simplifies and distorts disagreements about how we should run society so much that it often seems as if the people on the other team are actively, willfully making the world worse. That they're almost evil, beyond convincing with rationality, facts, or civil discussion. While you are, of course, on the correct team, it may be hard to process that you may seem like that to people on the other team. On a societal level, this is dissolving the social glue that's the foundation of our democracies. If we think our neighbors are evil, how can we live together? This is especially bad in the US, where the two-party system makes it extra easy to think of people in terms of teams. Negative opinion about the other party has reached record highs. Okay, is there something we can learn from this? Is there something we can do? Something more positive. Opinion part. In the end, it's important to be aware of what social media does to your brain. It's easier to change yourself than to change the world, so you can self-examine why you believe the things you believe and whether you dismiss or believe information based on who the person is who is stating that information. The internet comes with a lot of ups and downs, and just like we had to adapt from living in small tribes to living in cities, we need to adapt to the information age where we have access to billions of people. Evolution is too slow, so we need to find models that work with what our brains are able to tolerate. One model that seemed to work well was the pre-social media internet old people might remember. Bulletin boards, forums, blogs. The main difference to today was twofold. For one, there were no algorithms fighting to keep you online at any cost. At some point, you were done with the internet for the day, as mind-blowing as this may sound. But more importantly, the old internet was very fractured, split into thousands of different communities, like small villages gathering around shared beliefs and interests. These villages were separated from each other by digital rivers or mountains. These communities worked because they mirrored real life much more than social media. Each village had its own culture and set of rules. Maybe one community was into rough humor and soft moderation, another had strict rules and banned easily. If you didn't play by the village rules, you'd be banned, or you could just go and move to another village that suited you better. So instead of all of us gathering in one place, overwhelming our brains at a town square that in the end just leads us to going insane, one solution to achieve less social sorting may be extremely simple. Go back to smaller online communities. Because what our stupid brains don't realize is that we are actually all on the same team. Humanity, on a wet rock speeding through space in a universe that doesn't think about us. We are all in this together. But until our brains adjust to being able to deal with that, we might be better off being a tiny bit separated. One of the worst things about the media we consume is that most news organizations tend to cater to one team, making you feel you're on the correct side. Ground News, the sponsor of this video.
Thanks, Chris Gazette. Interesting. What do you guys think of the video? Do you guys like it? Also, Sasha, thank you so much for the tier 2. I saw it's tier 2. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Maybe I should try and do a hard partner plus push for December. I can have all of you guys spend your holiday bonuses on me. So yeah, guys, if you normally gift subs, or if you're thinking about gifting subs, consider maybe tier 2 or tier 3 subbing. It helps. Anywho, I think Curse Could Be Plain School seems super unbiased and promotes. I think so too. I feel like something I like about Curse Gazette is that it does usually talk about both sides, like, of whenever they're like discussing things. Like, it acknowledges both sides of the argument, and yeah, I like them too. That's why I like this channel a lot. Lots more current than whatever the hell they're teaching. There's a wooden box or an odor limiting bag with all the tools. Oh, it comes with both. It's both. Was never done with the internet. Even back during forums, there was still always something else to check. Fair enough. Yeah, subreddits divide us into smaller communities, no? Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's better to have smaller online communities or to have basically social media? Because basically you have to think about like pre-social media versus social media. Because that's what it is. Social media is like everyone is on social media. And we're all hearing each other's opinions and shit like that. I would say Reddit is probably actually closer to it because Reddit is like a bunch of smaller communities, right? And like even though maybe you'll like see things from other communities on there, like if you just stick in your communities, you'll probably be fine. But something like Twitter, for example, where it's just everyone's seeing everyone's thoughts, definitely a lot more arguments there. Like, I feel like I can, although I don't know though, because I guess, like, do I think it's okay for people to just have their, like, isolated opinions within their isolated communities? Like, I feel like something that is good about social media is I do think that it allows you, because you're interacting with all of these people with different opinions, I feel like it does force you to critically think more, and maybe it's, like, harder, because critically thinking about yourself and your beliefs is harder than, like, not. But, like, I think it's good, I guess. Like, sometimes I feel like older generations that, like, didn't grow up with the internet, like, I feel like that's part of why they're so stuck in their ways is because, like, they've not really had to, like, deal with too many people that maybe, like, disagreed with them and were, like, so willing to disagree with them versus someone that grew up on the like, in our generation that grew up on the internet, right? Like, we got motherfuckers disagreeing with us over everything on the internet. Like, I feel like, at least for me, and maybe I feel like also, like, with streaming and stuff, like, obviously I talk about my opinions on stream, right? And I'm much more likely to interact with someone that, like, disagrees with me, like, via chat or whatever. Like, I feel like it's honestly made me be more open-minded and, like, I don't know, I guess I view it as, like, a good thing to kind of be interacting with people that disagree you well, but I feel like learning how to disagree is really important. I will say, I feel like I learned how to disagree before I started getting on the internet, which has helped me kind of be able to navigate that better. College was what helped me. So I think the issue with, specifically, I think, like, the hardest is with people who, like, grew up around people, basically people who've, like, lived and grown up in the same area their whole life. Doesn't matter what the area is. I feel like usually those people are, like, very, very hard to change their viewpoint because it's kind of like everyone around them has believed in these things, everyone that they've ever known, and, like, you're the lone person coming in and disagreeing, like, versus somebody that's, like, used to having a lot of people disagree with them. I feel like they might be more open-minded to hearing different opinions or whatever, you know? What do you guys think? Is it 250? I think it's 350 now. I think it's 350. School should try and teach us how to save money. Well, school wants you to spend more money because it's part of a capitalist society that they want you to spend money so that they can make money, you know? But yeah, I do think that school should teach more financial literacy. I think everyone needs cooperation and learning to love. The world keeps failing by the lack of it. Yeah, but the thing is like, I think everyone would agree with that they just want cooperation from the other side. It's more about, like, how, like, in what way, like, what do you want actually to be done? Because, like, that's the thing, is, like, different people do think different hows, you know? Like, it's not like, oh my god, people are just disagreeing over stupid shit. Like, I feel like a lot of the disagreements are not stupid. Like, I don't know. Some things are worth being argued about, I guess, is what I do think. And I guess I also don't think that we're ever going to live in a world where there's, like, not arguments or disagreements, but that's because if we ever did live in a world where there was no arguments or disagreements, that means everyone's thinking the same thing. And, like, I don't think that's good. And that's never going to be good, because no matter what, the younger generation is probably always going to come up with some different thoughts, because they're growing up in a different time where there's different shit going on during their upbringing, right? And so it's just impossible. As long as people are dying and people are being born, I feel like we are never going to live in a world where, like, there's just no disagreements, or that everyone agrees, basically. Sometimes I do miss forums. Reddit is kind of close, though. Reddit is close. Like, I feel like I've been going on Reddit more. I'm trying to become a Redditor, and I think it's going decent. Do you think being very open-minded takes away from your identity at all? No. Because here is what I think. I think that having opinions, super strong opinions that you make your personality, I do not think that is a good thing. Like, yeah. Because even if what you believe in is maybe right now, what happens when circumstances change and the world changes around you? Like, there's no way that you're keeping up to date on everything happening all the time, constantly. So to, like, go through life closed-minded thinking that you're right, even if you were right in one point of time, like, you had all the right opinions or whatever the fuck, like, and then 10 years go by, if you have those same opinions because you've been closed-minded the whole 10 years, like, you're probably not even going to be right anymore because the world is going to change around you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, that's why I feel like it's always important to be open-minded, and, like, that's something that I want to really try to keep in mind is, like, I get older as well, is to never think that I'm always right. Like, because that's just gonna harm you at the end of the day if you're not being open-minded about things. Nye, thank you for gifting a sub to Matt. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. You missed it because yay, no more ads for you now. Thank you though, appreciate that. Need to be open-minded to solve the hardest problems. Yeah, I also think to just, like, be a part of the world around you, you have to be open-minded. Because, like, that's the whole problem with older people, right? Is, like some somewhat, like, not, sorry, but, like, closed-minded older people is, like, they don't like to acknowledge that things have changed. That the world has changed. And that the opinions that they have that maybe once were true aren't necessarily any true around you. Like, I guess I just think it's always good to kind of have, like, to be at the very least to be open to be open-minded doesn't mean that you're just always allowing your opinion to change too. It just means that you're, like, actually listening, like, trying to get, like, listening to evidence from the other side, like, trying to find evidence for your own point, and just, like, being open to your mind being changed. But you can still, like, be strong in your beliefs while being open-minded. And I would almost argue more, like, that if you are open-minded, that your beliefs are stronger. Because that means that you're just, like, like how I view it is, like, I'm very open-minded because a lot of my beliefs that I have, I do strongly believe in. And if someone were to be coming up to me, asking me questions, I would be able to answer them. But there was a point in my life where I feel like I had very strong beliefs, but, like, they were mostly, like, because everyone around me had always thought that. And then so when I was confronted with someone that disagreed with me, that was, like, asking me questions that maybe I wasn't able to answer, or, like, whatever, like, then it's like, that's when people start being like, oh, I just can't even talk to you about this. Like, I just can't even believe you say that. Like, oh my God, I can't even deal with this right now. Like, I feel like I used to be like that because, like, I just wasn't able to defend my opinions as well. But in my mind, how I see it is, like, okay, like, I know why I believe in, and I have reasons to back that up. So I dare you to try and change my mind. Not in, like, I dare you, but, like, okay, like, try and change my mind, you know, give me a good argument, present me with good evidence, like, do whatever you have to do. But at the end of the day, like, if somebody presents a good argument better than my argument, it's like, yeah, like, I guess in that point, like, I should be willing to admit that maybe I was wrong, or at the very least be willing to admit that I don't know as much as I thought I would, and that I want to look into this on my own or something. You know what I mean? Because, like, you ever been in an argument with someone that you're like, damn, like, I never thought about that, or, like, I didn't know that, and then, you know, maybe you, like, look it up in your own time and do research in your own time, and then you realize, like, oh, you know, those are always moments where it's like, damn, like, embarrassing, I was wrong. But also at the same time, like, I feel like if people didn't associate their identity so heavily with their opinions, being wrong wouldn't be the end all be all. At the end of the day, like, being wrong should not be, like, a failure or something terrible. It's kind of like, oh, like, I was wrong, like, you know, at least that person had the strength to admit they were wrong, they're willing to grow past that. Like, my God, you ever been around a motherfucker that can never admit when they're wrong? Those people are the worst. They are the worst. I think being too close-minded is a bad thing. Yeah, I think being close-minded at all, like, honestly, like, I think that everyone should just be open-minded. Like, I genuinely, but I'm very open-minded myself. But I guess I personally see no argument for being closed-minded. Like, like, I see no pros to it. And again, like I said, being open-minded doesn't mean that your mind is easily changed. You're just willing to hear arguments and stuff from the other side. You're willing to actually listen. You're open to your mind being changed, but they have to present good enough evidence to change it. You know what I mean? It can't just be like, oh, you should think this instead. Okay. Like, no. That's just being weak-willed at that point. Admitting you're wrong is a great trait to have as long as it's rare. LOL. I mean, yeah, but even so, like, I don't know, like, I feel like sometimes with my parents, there are definitely moments where, like, all I wanted them to do was admit that they were wrong or something, and then they weren't. And, like, I feel like if you've ever had a parent like that, you know how it, like, can undermine, like, I don't know. I digress. Get into it now. But yeah, I guess TLDR, I guess I disagree with the video. I guess I think that it's good to interact, but I don't know. I guess, like, sometimes it is bad Like, I notice, like, I guess I just think that people should be on social media less. Like, I don't think social media is bad and, like, shouldn't be a thing anymore. I just think that I just think that some motherfuckers need to learn some self-control, okay? Like, what do you mean you were on TikTok for 8 hours yesterday? What? Okay, they got timers that you can set on the apps. If you feel like that you're spending too much time on social media and you're just like rage tweeting all the time, then like, yeah, that's a problem. And you should try and replace that. What I did, something I think that was very, very helpful for me was that I started replacing screen time with reading. So like whenever I would notice myself just scrolling on social media for no reason, well, first of all, I put the time limits. So I had to put a 1 hour limiter on Twitter and TikTok because those were the platforms I was going on the most. And I still have those limiters up. And yeah, and then whenever I notice myself scrolling for no reason, like, you ever just catch yourself, like, your eyes are literally glossed over and you're scrolling and you're like, what the hell am I doing? It's like, I don't know. I've had those moments before where it's like, literally, what the hell am I doing right now? Like, I'm not even having fun in this moment. And so I just started, like, replacing that with reading. Anytime I noticed that I was just going on social media for no reason, I would, like, be like, oh, okay, close my phone right now. Like, let me just start reading. And once I started getting into reading, namely once I started getting into fantasy, because it was way more interesting than all the nonfiction that I was reading before that, I feel like I started getting so into it. And now reading is super fun for me. And I bring my Kindle everywhere in my purse. And yeah. Oh, thanks. Ooh, pasta. Sometimes you're a zombie, you don't even realize you're doing it. Yeah, like, y'all ever had that snap back to reality, though? Like you're just sitting on your phone scrolling, and then it's just like a moment of clarity where it's just like, what am I doing? Like, because that's how you know, though. But that's good, okay? If you're having those moments, that's good. Because there are people out there that, no joke, will scroll on TikTok for, like, 6 hours or something and then, like, never have one of those moments. So if you have those moments, make sure that you have something for you to do besides look at a screen in that moment. Because I feel like I would have those moments before, and I'd be like, damn, what am I doing? I'm not even having fun. But then it's like, oh, what else am I going to do? Continue, right? But once I was like, okay, if I notice myself being like that, I'm going to read, it became really easy to implement. So I guess, like, if you have a hobby, it could be that hobby, like, whatever it is, but, like, something that you make yourself do whenever you do have those realizations, I feel like makes such a bigger effort. And now sometimes I just go straight for the reading. Like, if I'm like, oh, I'm bored, like, what should I do right now? I'll be like, oh, I can go on TikTok, or I can read. And, you know, I think that if you have, like, something that's very easy for you to do to replace kind of doom scrolling or whatever, that it makes it a lot easier to actually do it less and implement it. Because if you're just trying to do it less without, like, giving yourself a replacement activity, I feel like you're still going to be feeling antsy and, like, weird, you know? Looking at the time is my snapback. Really? I feel like I'm never looking at the time. I'm just like, ugh. But usually once I hit the timer, I like it because I feel like then it's like, oh, I've already been on it enough for today. Okay, let's watch another Kurz video, though. Good discussion, though, yeah? Should we watch the Korea one, guys, or an alien one? Are you guys in a science mood? Here, we'll do a poll. I vote Korea first. True, maybe we should do the Korea one first since we're still kind of on, like, societal discussions. And then we can, like, watch the alien ones together and then, like, talk about aliens after. Oh, a glimpse into our future. But yeah, because I need to know about this Korea one. It also has so many views. I mean, their videos always get a lot of views, but this one has 7.2 million views. Like, I thought Korea's popping off right now. I'm trying to go low-key.
Every 2 years, 1 million...
Alright. I need to know.
Every two...
Hey, relax, my guy. Alright, we're gonna watch why Korea is dying out. I don't know why Korea is dying out. I thought Korea was popping off. So we're gonna get the tea. We're gonna get the tea now. Are we all ready? Every 1 million Japanese disappear. They're shrinking population. Oh, wait, I think I might know what they're kind of going to be talking about in this video. Okay, I'm going to eat my pasta, though. I got my dinner. Yum, yum, yum. Mmm. Yeah, let's watch.
Years, 1 million Japanese disappear. China's population will halve by the end of the century.
What?
The median age in Italy has reached 48.
What?
All around the world, birth rates are crashing. Is humanity dying out? What's going on, and how bad is it?
Those were some crazy stats to start the video off with, because I did not know that. I knew the Japanese one, I didn't know the other ones. It is concerning, what?
For hundreds of thousands of years, the human population barely grew at all, haunted by disease, famine and war until the Industrial Revolution. Exponential progress led to exponential growth, pushing our numbers to 6 billion in the year 1999 and 8 billion just 24 years later. And our numbers will continue to rise for at least another 60 years, but this growth obscures something. People kind of stopped having babies. For a stable population, every couple needs to have 2 children on average. If the number is higher, it grows. If lower, it shrinks. If it's well below, it shrinks a lot and quickly. Like in South Korea, one of the hottest exporters of pop culture. Its fertility rate lay at 0.8 children per woman in 2022, the lowest in the world. This means 100 South Koreans of childbearing age today will have 40 kids, who then will have 16 kids, who then will have 6. If nothing changes, then within 100 years, there will be 94% fewer young people and South Korea will see a population implosion. That is, if things stay the same. We have yet to see if there's a bottom to fertility rates. Although looking at the bigger picture and absolute numbers, this population will not shrink that much. It simply returns to the level it once was. In 1950, there were 20 million South Koreans. In 2023, there are 52 million, and by 2100, there will be 24 million again. But the issue is not that there will be fewer South Koreans, the issue is the composition of the population. In 1950, the median age was 18. In 2023, it's 45. In 2100, it will be 59. A country of...
I think I'm understanding what they meant by the median age earlier now. I was thinking that median... I thought that was like age of death or something. But I understand what they meant now. Let's all get that clarification if you missed it.
In 1950, the median age was 18. In 2023, it's 45. In 2100, it will be 59. A country of seniors. And South Korea is far from alone. China may be seeing the steepest population reversal in history, unstoppable at this point. Rapid industrialization, urbanization, and rising incomes meant that the Chinese started to prefer smaller families. That, plus the introduction of the one-child policy, which aimed to slow population growth, means that China has had a low fertility rate for decades. With a fertility rate of 1.16 births per woman, within 4 generations, 100 young Chinese will turn into 20. China's fertility rates are now one of the lowest in East Asia, lower than even Japan's. Fertility rates are now one of the lowest in East Asia, lower than...
Sorry, I wanted to look at this. Korea 0.8. So they need to be at 2, right? To at least keep at it. Damn. Vietnam, no. My people.
Even Japan's. In comparison, Europe's depopulation is much slower despite low fertility, since unlike Asia, most states have had a steady flow of immigrants. The impact is complex, as a good chunk of immigrants come from other low fertility rate areas. The number of immigrant women who do have a lot of children is not yet high enough to make a big dent, and fertility rates of immigrants tend to adjust to the native population within 2 to 3 generations. In Eastern Europe, the decline has sped up even more because many young people have emigrated to stronger economies like Germany, whose median age is one of the highest in the world at 46. Latin America fell below replacement in 2015. In the US, immigration is the only thing keeping the population growing substantially. There are still places where fertility rates have not fallen below replacement yet. In much of the Middle East, North and Sub-Saharan Africa, fertility is still high, which creates the same concerns about overpopulation as when Asia grew very quickly in the 1950s, but that turned out to be unfounded. But recently, the UN has reduced its forecast for Africa's population drastically. For Nigeria, estimates were lowered from 733 million to 546 million by 2100. Similar trends are being noted across the continent. As Africa develops, fertility rates are shrinking much faster than anticipated. It's becoming more likely that East Asia's story will repeat itself. By the end of the century, most places in Africa may be below replacement too. So declining birth rates and aging populations have become a general trend all over the world. Why is all of this a big deal? Demographics and poverty. For a functioning society, you need enough people in the prime of their lives. Young and middle-aged people do most of the work. In any economic system, working-age people create a society's wealth. In retirement, you stop contributing as much to the economy. But the majority of healthcare costs are generated by seniors. The way the world worked in the past was that a lot of younger people took care of a few older people. Imagine a society where most people are older than 60. The financial burden for the young will be immense, unsustainable even for the richest countries. Even in the best case, this will mean people having to work way longer, exploding healthcare costs and poverty, while states with shrinking incomes struggle to keep up with rising costs. Technology might soften the blow, but can't compensate entirely. We can see this happening already. 11 out of 31 provinces in China are running deficits for their pension funds. They got old before they got rich, and now they can't really catch up anymore. China's working-age population is predicted to fall by 20% or 200 million people by 2050, as much as today's entire working-age population of the US. Infrastructure collapse is an almost universal constant of population decline, because infrastructure works at scale and doesn't get cheaper to operate if it's used by fewer people. If a population declines, be it because of urbanization or the loss of industry and employment, once people and their income disappear, the resources necessary to sustain infrastructure disappear too. You can see it in many depopulated towns and cities in East Germany that suffered sharp population decline after German reunification. Or look at Japan. You can tour the countryside to see dying towns. Wait, if there are fewer people, won't life get cheaper and better, and there'll be more resources to go around? Well, no. Population decline doesn't lead to prosperity. It's people's ideas and work that create our prosperity, not the mere availability of resources. Another danger for aging societies is that elected governments could decide to mostly represent the interests and fears of their elderly populations, potentially leading to short-term thinking and a preference for conserving wealth over innovation. That's not a society that can handle issues like climate change, which need massive investment and fresh ideas, something the world is already having a hard time with. Many people think that having fewer humans on Earth is actually a good thing because our societies are too unsustainable, we're using up too many resources, and because of climate change. The problem is that even if you want fewer humans, this process is very likely too slow to have a positive impact on the environment. The world population is going to grow for at least 60 more years before it may shrink again. By then, we have to solve climate change. Likewise, any other upsides a lower population might have will most likely not materialize themselves this century. So, just like import people, the easiest solution seems to be immigration, but the fertility of immigrants adjusts to local levels within 3 generations. So you need a constant influx of new migrants, which is not sustainable long-term as birth rates are dropping everywhere. The only way would be to keep poor countries poor so that the young and motivated migrate to developed countries looking for opportunity and a better life. Kind of an immoral thing to wish for. By the end of the century, Africa will have the highest number of young people in the world, and so African migrants might become the world's most sought-after immigrants, with elderly nations fighting hard for every person willing to make the move. Immigration can also create societal or cultural tensions, which is a universal phenomenon in all cultures, especially when cultures with very different sets of values meet, often leading to a backlash that slows immigration down again. It's easy to be frustrated at this, but ignoring this will only divide societies, empower demagogues, and increase xenophobia. Economically, immigration is largely beneficial for societies, even if this seems counterintuitive to many people. Especially countries like the US, an immigrant nation built on the idea of personal freedom and opportunity through hard work, will benefit the most. Countries like this will have a clear advantage this century, especially if they can attract the world's brightest and most ambitious. Conclusion and our opinion. This topic is way too big, affects societies as diverse as literally all of humanity. So please take this part with a gigantic grain of salt. Obviously, we're looking at this from our Central European perspective. One way to look at falling birth rates is as a side effect of the world being
Calling out their bias and saying take it with a grain of salt. Woohoo.
less bad than it was. Especially women are freer, more educated, and wealthier than in the past. But it turns out that if societies are better off, individuals often decide to have fewer kids. Interestingly, there's a gap between how many kids people want and how many they're having. The mean number of kids women in Europe want is around 2.3, much more than they're actually having. While we gained a lot of freedoms in the last century across continents and economic systems, that came at a cost. The tight-knit communities and family structures that were part of our nature, where kids could be brought up by a village. Today, young parents have to deal with different challenges and societal expectations. Women are kind of ground down between the wish and expectation to have a family and a career, being pressured to do both but not compromise either. Men are sharing parental duties more equally than they used to, but are often still expected to be the provider. And it's sadly true that usually at least one parent's career is held back. In many developed countries, the gender pay gap is chiefly a pay gap between mothers and everyone else. But it's not just outside pressure. Our culture of individualism probably plays a role too. We have only one life to explore, be free, travel, have fun, accomplish something, and try to be happy. So people commit to partners later in life and often decide against big families or any at all. And that's fair. Nobody owes their country babies. So far, no country has successfully managed to increase birth rates significantly, so as of now, we don't really know what works. But here are a few options to at least make the lives of parents much easier. Free and abundant access to childcare, financial benefits for parents, more and cheaper housing. Parenthood has to stop being a career obstacle, and our culture needs to become more positive towards families. And that's something we can all work on. The next time you sit next to a crying baby, don't be a jerk about it. Kids are hard. In the end, humanity will not die out because we're having fewer babies. The age and composition of our societies changes quickly, and we need to deal with that sooner rather than later. But in the end, of all the incredibly hard challenges we've faced before, why would this be the one we can't solve? Getting to the bottom of the population crash starts with analyzing and interpreting massive amounts of data.
Thanks, Curious Gazette. I liked that video. I don't know why they called it Why Korea is Dying Out, but then they just talked about the world, though. That's my only gripe, I suppose. I 1000% agree with the fact that I feel like having children is just really difficult and expensive, and I feel like if having children were like easier, that more people would probably do it. But also it's like not everyone needs to have kids, but it's like the people that do choose to have kids, like I guess I do feel like we could support, like they could be supported more. I would agree with free and abundant childcare would be great. Like, you know, I don't know. I guess I do feel like people don't really have kids. Like, I guess I feel like a lot of times when people decide not to have kids or to have less kids, it's not necessarily because of what they actually want to do, but because of, like, money or something like that. Like, you know, it would be much easier with childcare droid. Yeah, but I don't know if that's good, you know. They did all that experiment, like, being raised. I don't know if I'd agree with the raised by robots. Because it was, like, also back what they were saying, like, how way back in ye day, you know, like, it used to be the whole family raising the kids or, like, the whole village or whatever. But now it's all the responsibility is just on parents. And also, I was going to say, like, I also do think society has become less child-friendly. And I've, like, watched a ton of stuff on this. But very interesting to say. Yeah, I think that the world has become less, or I guess specifically the U.S., I can't speak for the world, but the U.S. has become, like, less child-friendly. Like, people are more annoyed by kids, and there's, like, a lot more spaces that kids cannot enter and stuff nowadays. And I'm, like, and everyone gets, like, annoyed by kids and stuff really easily. Like, it's harder to be a kid nowadays, and that's why all the kids are just inside on their screens, because if, like, there's a kid in a restaurant really loudly, you know, and I can't, you know, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like, I've been that motherfucker that's like, oh my god, why is there a kid here? You know, but I've watched a lot of videos on this recently, and like it's very interesting. Like for example, it was like malls. Like I feel like a lot of malls were basically being like, oh, if you're under the age of 16, like you need parental supervision, and people were being like, oh, like malls used to be a place that like 12-year-olds could go to hang out with their friends, but basically saying, but like that, like there's nowhere that kids can really just like hang out without supervision or anything, like, so it's harder. Like I don't know. So basically, it's like that's why they're just like cooped up and stuff more. If you drive by a park, it looks a lot more empty than it probably would have, like, 20 years ago, and it's due to, I feel like if there's not anyone at the park, like, why would a kid want to play there? Like, if you walk by a park that has a ton of kids playing on it, I feel like a kid is way more likely to do it, so. Oh, no, these iPad generation kids are demons. I know, no, it is, like, iPad kids, R.I.P. All I gotta say. Need to get to Kraken. I don't know. Maybe I'll up my. I mean, honestly, I feel like I would want to. If I could just like snap my fingers and have a baby, I feel like I would want to have like 4 kids. But yeah, I don't know. But we're gonna see how being pregnant and giving birth is. That is gonna be my deciding factor. But I used to want to have 4 kids. That was like my dream. But I would probably do it like 2 are closer in age, and then maybe wait like a little bit longer, and then like 2 more or something. Like I don't know. I just would not be wanting to have like a bunch of toddlers at once. That sounds like hell on earth. But I don't know. I used to want to have a really big family. Bro wants duos. Well, there was like a study done that was like what was the most difficult amount of children to have, and it was 3. And like even parents that had over 8 kids said that the most difficult challenge, that it was like most difficult to have 3 kids. And it makes sense if you think about it, because if you have like at least if you have 4, then it is probably like 2 pairs, like 2 of them are hanging out with each other and the other 2. But if you have 3, then it's like one kid is always getting left out of some shit, and there's always going to be one kid that's probably going to be like, Mommy, Dad, you know what I mean? So it's either 2 or 4. It's either 2 or 4 for me. Yeah, like, I'm not going to be, like, I'm going to just listen to the signs. I'm not trying to make my life more difficult if I don't have to. Without kids yapping. Well, I do think that you should teach your kids how to behave. I think that's something that does suck, though, is like post-pandemic, is I do feel like kids don't behave as well in public, but it's like, obviously, these children just had to spend a bunch of time isolated. Like, of course, they don't know how to fucking act in public. So that is one thing that I do feel bad about, like, for parents, like, right now and, like, in the years since the pandemic, is that I do feel like kids have been less behaved in public, like, post-pandemic than they were pre-pandemic. Like, it's just so much more common for if there's a kid around and they're watching a fucking YouTube video, that YouTube video is on full blast in a public space. Like, bro, like, obviously that's on the parent, as well. Or, like, a kid's, like, screaming at a restaurant. Like, I feel like that happens way more often, or, like, at least the ratio is a lot higher. But that's because, like, these kids spent a lot of time. Like, they missed a developmental stage. Like, normally when we were all kids, like, we were having social interaction, like, very, very often. We did not go a year and a half, no social interaction outside of your family. Like, obviously, that's gonna fuck with your, like, social skills and stuff. So, I do try to give, like, the kids nowadays, like, more, like, I know that the pandemic, like, I'm thinking about how big of an impact the pandemic had on me. Like, think about, like, of course it's having a huge impact, like, a bigger impact on, like, kids and people that were younger when the pandemic did happen, But yeah. Wait, why did I listen to your conversation? Sorry. You're scared of the pain in months? Yeah. Yeah. Adults are less well-behaved post-pandemic also. Very true. Very, very true. Like, yeah, I mean, I feel like the pandemic all did a little number on us, and I feel like until it's been, like, 20, like, I don't even know. I don't know if, like, we'll ever, go back. Like, we'll never, the pandemic changed the world permanently, I guess, is what I think. Like, even just, like, work from home and, like, all of that shit becoming normalized. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're all gonna feel the effects of the pandemic for probably, like, maybe the rest of our lives or whatever, But as it goes, hopefully all we can do is try to work on the negatives, but encourage the positives. Like, I think work from home, great. Fantastic. Like, if you can do your job from home, you know, go for it. Like, I feel like, especially too, like, even when I do think of, like, having a family, like, and people that do have families, like, I am glad that there are more people that are able to spend more time with their families, because they don't have to be at work all the time, you know? So, I think that they're, I don't know, I guess pros and cons. Not all social interaction is good interactions. True, but I feel like it's good to have a mix, you know? Okay, do you guys want to watch the alien videos now, or should... Well, do you guys want to watch alien videos, or should we... Are you guys wanting a game? Are we enjoying the YouTube vibes, or we want a game? If obviously for gaming, I'll be chatting more. Let's do a quick poll. What should we want to do? Alien YouTube vids, or we can play World of Warcraft. I have been itching to play, but we've been doing a lot of World of Warcraft streams lately. No more kids. Let's just be the last ones and all go all out together. No, thank you. I would never want to live in a world without children. I love children. Obviously not like the crazy demon, but get me around a very kind, you know. And you know, I also recognize kids will have kids. They'll be their moment. They'll have their moments. But you know what I mean? Like, y'all ever been around like a crazy demon child? Like, oh god. But generally speaking, I love kids. I feel like they're cute, they're adorable, they're curious. They're not really jaded yet. They're hopeful. I don't know. I feel like the world would be a sad place without children. I sent my nephew some Sonic art a second ago. Aww. I'd say videos and gaming have equal chatting. You discuss a lot after the videos. True. I try not to interrupt as much. I mean, I don't know. I feel like these are like kind of societal debate videos too. I don't know if I'll be... Well, we could be discussing aliens. Who am I to say that we're not? Okay, it looks like alien YouTube videos is winning by a lot. So we can stick with that. I think there's like 2 more videos that I wanted to watch, so that's probably like 30 more minutes, and then I'm thinking maybe some World of Warcraft after. I've been wanting to play. Maybe we can play some. I do want to start. Well, I've been playing a non-hardcore character off stream. We gotta do some non-hardcore gaming. Sometimes it'd be stressing me out playing hardcore. I feel like it'd be part kid and part adult to stay young mentally. I mean, I feel like you'll always have the kid inside you as an adult. Like, I don't feel like it's being part kid. Like, I don't feel like being a kid and an adult is all that different. You know? Like, adults should allow their inner child to shine through more, but all adults have that their inner child in them still. And you gotta let that kid breathe. You gotta take care of it. And yeah. What do you think of AI girlfriends / boyfriends? I don't really know. I guess I don't really have any thoughts because I don't personally have one or know anyone that has one. I know they're a thing, but I do not have any anecdotal anything to inform said opinion, and therefore I guess I don't feel like I really know enough to have an opinion on it. If you don't let your inner child out, you're not enjoying life. Yeah, if you don't like giggle a little bit every now and then, like, you're not living life to its fullest. That's why it's important to indulge your, like, you know, to make time for your hobbies and the people that make you smile, and, you know, decorate your room however the fuck you want to decorate it. Yeah. What? Interesting. So the butterfly needs to stay lit. Okay, let's watch. Okay, which one should we watch first? Should we watch Ancient Life as Old as the Universe or How to Win an Interstellar War? I kind of want to watch the Ancient Life one first. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
The 12,024.
Alright. Ancient life as old as the universe. This is what we watching. Alright.
Calendar is here. Get it now before it sells out. And stay tuned until the end of this video for a sneak peek that's out of this world. Life has existed on one planet for about 4 billion years, as far as we know. But it might have started right after the Big Bang, when the universe was much stranger and more fantastic than today. A universe that might have allowed life to develop absolutely anywhere. The cosmos might be full of the seeds of life, sleeping in a dead desert, waiting for a few drops of rain to explosively bloom and grow. Tiny and not so tiny aliens might be everywhere. In this video, we're going to put together two highly speculative yet scientifically grounded possibilities. Check out the scientific papers in our sources. To properly explain it, let's first look at the paradox of life on Earth. The life paradox. For its first few 100 million years, Earth was a magma hell, constantly bombarded by asteroids. But basically, the second things calmed down and the first oceans formed, life just appeared, and zillions of microbes settled every nook and cranny they found. This is kind of strange. Life on Earth seems to be almost as old as the planet itself, as if it was waiting around for an opportunity. But life didn't only appear extremely quickly. In that tiny time window, it also crossed a huge gap. To qualify as living things, even microbes need to eat, poop, grow, and multiply. To do that, they need a genome, the biological instruction manual that sets the inner workings of an organism. How dead things with no genome become living things with genomes is one of the biggest riddles of science. Simplifying a lot, the problem is that to have a functioning genome, you need proteins, and to make those proteins, you need a functioning genome. Both proteins and genomes are super long molecules made of pretty complex blocks that are extremely difficult to assemble by chance. It's a chicken-egg paradox with several chickens and eggs. Once you have a finished cell, the whole system works efficiently. But starting from simple dead stuff and reaching that level of sophistication by pure chance should require an amazing amount of time for trial and error. So how did the first living things manage to cross that gap in just a few 100 million years? Most theories about the origin of life try to explain that gap by theorizing how some primitive soup of prebiotic molecules could have efficiently produced the first self-replicating entities. But we still don't know how exactly this would have worked. Maybe we need to think backwards. The clock of evolution. Think of genomes as a book telling the history of life. As time passed and life evolved, more characters were introduced. Amoeba, fish, amphibians, dinosaurs, and mammals. Over billions of years, the story of life got more and more complex. A genome can be viewed as a long string of letters with biological instructions. And from microbes to us today, functional genomes seem to have been increasing in size at a fairly constant rate. The functional genome of fish is more than twice that of worms. Our functional genome is about twice bigger than that of fish, and so on. It is a bit more complicated, but for now, let's run with this. When we put all these clues together, it seems that genomes have been doubling in size on average every 350 million years or so, as if evolution had been following an exponential inner clock. But it gets even stranger. The very first microbes that emerged on Earth, even if they look simple, already seem to have had pretty long and complex genomes. But how could life have achieved that level of complexity in such a short time? There may be an interesting way to solve this riddle. We just take our exponential clock and extrapolate it back in time to the simplest conceivable life form. Something equivalent to a being with a genome containing just a few letters. But if we do that, we end up 10 billion years in the past, more than twice the age of Earth, which means if life actually evolved like this, it didn't start here, but somewhere out there, in space. This would explain why life started to thrive so quickly on our young planet. if it was already present in space like a seed, it just needed water and warm temperatures to wake up and go on evolving. And it would also explain the high degree of sophistication of the first life forms on Earth. They could have been complex already because they might have been evolving for billions of years somewhere else in the universe. But could life really be that old? Maybe.
Thank you for the gifted sub, and thank you, Jason, earlier for the gifted sub. Also, thank you, Isma. Wait, this video is actually like kind of crazy and honestly really interesting. Like, like, you know, like they're kind of making, like, points are being made. Points are being made. Let's, I want to hear more. Oh shit. Sorry.
Yes. Actually, life could have really might have been evolving for billions of years somewhere else in the universe. But could life really be that old? Maybe, yes. Actually, life could have started shortly after the universe itself was born. A Goldilocks baby universe. At its most basic level, life needs two things: the right chemical elements to form complex molecules and a liquid medium, like water, in which those molecules can move and interact. The liquid medium needs to stay warm enough to remain, well, liquid. So when we search for life in space, we focus on Earth-like planets at just the right distance from their star, warm enough to sustain liquid water. But there was actually a time when almost all of the universe might have been habitable. Right after the Big Bang, the universe was extremely hot. But as the cosmos expanded, it cooled. And between about 10 and 17 million years after the Big Bang, when the universe was 1,000 times younger than today, it was between 100 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature at which water is liquid. So for this window of time, more than 13.7 billion years ago, the whole universe, absolutely every inch of it, had the right temperature to support life. Of course, the right temperature alone is not enough for life. We also need chemical elements like carbon and oxygen, which are forged in the cores of stars. But were there stars in super early cosmic times? Maybe, yes, in regions of the universe where matter was especially dense. Such stars would have been very massive and gone supernova in just 3 million years, seeding the baby universe with the chemical elements needed to form dust, asteroids, planets, and the ingredients of life. Maybe the first ancestors of life were more exotic and didn't even need water, but thrived in substances like ammonia or ethane that can stay liquid at temperatures far below 0 degrees Celsius. They could have been sustained by the lingering warmth of the Big Bang for tens of millions of years longer, well into a time when we know for sure there were stars and all the chemical elements. The real magic of this idea is that while the universe today is extremely deadly and hostile, back then the conditions for life might have been basically everywhere. For a period that may have lasted several dozen million years, primordial life might have been able to emerge on any rock, even between the stars, sowing the universe with the seeds of what, billions of years later, would become bacteria, trilobites, dinosaurs, and finally us. At some point, the universe cooled down below the right temperature for life to thrive, but some of those ancestral life forms may have continued to exist in the internal warmth of the first planets, frozen in asteroids or hibernating in cosmic dust, tiny seeds roaming the cosmos waiting for new hospitable places to continue evolving. If they did, life now might be everywhere in the universe. Will we ever know? All this makes for a nice story, and while both the habitability of the baby universe and our exponential clock of life are reasonable ideas, they're still speculative. One more possibility among many others trying to explain our existence today. But if life came to Earth from outer space, then it should have seeded other places in the solar system too. Maybe there are fossils in dry riverbeds on Mars. Maybe we'll soon find life in the warm underground oceans of Enceladus or Europa. Titan has seas, rivers, and lakes of ethane and methane as warm as the universe when it was 90 million years old. So finding exotic life on Titan would support the idea that life could have originated in the weird baby universe. So far, when we look out into the cosmos, we don't see anyone like us. But maybe that's because life needed 10 billion years or more to reach the level of complexity that allows for a technological species. Maybe there are millions of worlds filled with microbes, oceans full of exotic fish, and continents of bizarre animals. And maybe even others like us that just recently gained consciousness and are beginning to look at the sky, wondering if they're alone. Life could be flourishing right now in uncountable forms and in all kinds of cosmic environments. And if many of us share a common cosmic origin, we would all be part of a great cosmic family. The answer may lie in our cosmic backyard. Let's go and find out.
Oh my god.
It's time. Let's reveal the 12,024 human
Should
era
we see their
calendar
calendar?
with a big bang. The Kurzgesagt calendar is special
Oh,
because we're adding
shit.
10,000 years to include all of humanity, no matter their culture or origin. 12,000 years ago, humans first started working together on a larger scale, laying the foundation for civilization and the future of us all. A much better representation of how far our species has come. This year, we're looking at the cosmos and all the possible life that could be thriving on myriads of worlds, hosting radically different animals and beings from the ones on Earth. Where in the universe might life exist? And how would different cosmic environments affect the basic rules of life? Join us in 12,024 and find out. Explore strange cosmic habitats and extraterrestrial life forms on 12 awe-inspiring pages. There's also lots of room for you to keep track of your life here on Earth. Add some serious space magnificence to your home, but be careful. The extremely radiant cover may blind you. Get the calendar now before it sells out. We also have bundles and special calendar deals with some of your favorite products. Thank you.
Maybe that's what I should decorate my stream room with. Y'all, I love Kurzgesagt. Should we go look at their shop? Their calendar look cute, low key. Look cool as hell. That was such an interesting video. Yeah, sure, I'll believe. Now that's my belief about the origin of life. That was enough to convince me. It sounded valid. Points were made. What do you guys think? I thought it was actually like a cool idea, and it was like because yeah, like points were made. Like I feel like once they were talking about the genome and like, you know, doing the math, going back, and then I was like, damn. And then the way that it was lining up with the Goldilocks time period was also like, damn, like that was what got me, honestly. And that was pretty early in the video. That was what got me. Because like that's crazy. Like if you think about it. And then also, you know, if I had the choice, I would want the universe to be full of lots of cool different life forms. So if I don't know whether it's true or not, I might as well believe that's true. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. Wait, what were your guys' thought? Could the explosion of atomic bomb have caused a boost in functional DNA development? I don't know. I'm gonna go with no, because it would create radiation, which breaks apart DNA. Asking Santa for a Kurz calendar, bro. Kurz has like, I like their posters a lot. Honestly, I would get a poster one day. Maybe I should get a poster of theirs. I don't know if it really goes with my streamed room decor though, to be honest. So these videos for 10 years and they started, oh my god, I literally love Kurzgesagt. They've been my favorite since like freshman year of college, which is like 5 years ago now. They're popping off now though. They weren't popping off as much when I found them, but now everyone knows these motherfuckers. Good for them though. At the end of the day, if I'm a big fan of their work, why wouldn't I want them to be successful? They probably got like millions of dollars and they got a bigger team now. I'm happy for them. And their videos are still just as good, if not better. You know, I like a lot of their video topics. I feel like they used to do like purely science videos, but I like that they do a lot of like societal commentary, analysis type videos as well. Those are always fun. And they always do a good job of like, you know, acknowledging their bias and that kind of stuff, which I think is always good. Like, if I'm watching a video and they're like, I'm obviously right and this video is obviously right, and if anyone says that this video is wrong, they're gaslighting you. That's the minute that you turn off the video, okay? But the minute that you hear someone being like, oh, okay, well, this is my background, so I may have, you know, I may be biased by that, then it's like, alright, cool beans, like, I respect you for even acknowledging that. Instant respect. If you like these videos, does that mean you like Mark Robe type videos? I actually don't know Mark Rober. I don't know who that is, honestly. Here's a big thing is I love educational videos. I always want them to be animated, though. The minute that I'm seeing a man on my screen trying to explain things to me, I'm getting triggered and turning it off. I'm just kidding. But what channel, that did happen one time though, because like what channel, we were like watching a channel where it was like this kind of video, like he was like, it was a video essay, he was talking about things, but like it would have like clips of him like talking at the camera intermingled with like visual clips, and it was really off-putting to me. It was really off-putting. It was like, I don't want to, like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I was like, I like my video essays to be visual only unless it's a girl, then it's fine. So I was gonna say, I was like, there's this one girl that I do like, Olivia Soon. I mean, if you're a pretty girl, you're allowed to be on my screen. If not, get off, okay? That's all I gotta say. My theory is that the Big Bang is never starting the universe at the end of another one after implosion from a dead star. Yeah, that's one of their videos, actually, that they talk about here. They're like, it could just be like, you know, lots of, we don't know. Does similar science video? He used to work for NASA and Apple, but IRL science. Interesting. I will say I do like my pretty animated graphics. I'm not gonna lie, that is part of why I like Curse Gazette so much, is because they're talking about like science stuff, but I still get to look at like pretty cartoon pictures. You know, like, I don't know though. I guess I feel like a lot of like the educational videos that I watch aren't necessarily like that, but I feel like that is one thing that I do always like about Curse Gazette, is that the visuals are just very aesthetically pleasing. Like I do really like the art style. Obama, or Anonymous. Thank you for getting us onto Obama. Interesting. Thank you. Appreciate that. You like this kind of videos, you try to create some. Oh my god, do you know how many hours of like research and script writing and recording and animating probably goes into every single Curse Cassette video? Like, there's no way. That is one thing. I feel like as much as I love watching video essays, I don't think I could ever be a video essay creator myself because it's so much work. Thank you. Anonymous, thank you for gifting another sub. Yeah, video essays are a lot of work. I use AI to create them. At that point, I'm not even creating them, so I would never want to do that. No, thank you. It'll probably be shitty anyways. Okay, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I'm like pretty anti-AI being used to just completely create content because first of all, I don't know. I guess I just feel like that is going to just lead us further into this terrible hellhole of mindlessly, constantly consuming content. And that there's so many people that are passionate about so many different things that want to be content creators. Like, can we use AI for shit that people don't want to do? Like, let's take away accountants. They should be number one on the list. But I don't know, because I've seen like AI, like things like that, and first of all, they do usually look bad, but also like, do we really want to live in a world, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I would not want to live, I would not want to, well, I guess personally, I guess I wouldn't even want to consume that kind of content, but, less of actual hardship skills. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I guess that just gave me a flash of like imagining me watching a bunch of AI generated video essays and like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to live in a world of mindless, constant consumption, and I feel like if AI becomes like a big thing used in the content creation space, it's going to continue to get diluted and whatnot. Like, you know. I don't know, but also, I guess I think that like AI content is never gonna be as good as like human generated content. So I guess at the end of the day, I don't know. I guess I could try. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like part of it, like, I feel like all the content creators that I really like, if I really like a content creator, I do like them for things that make them unique, like, whatever those things may be. Because there's a million out there, right? And it's like, and I feel like there are AI accounts that do well now, like that AI VTuber on Twitch. What's her name? Vito or something? Or Veda? I don't know. Anyways, but I feel like they only do well because it's pretty unique to have a completely AI run account right now. But like, if we lived in a world where AI accounts where you throw a bot and hit a million, sorry, whatever the phrase is, then I feel like that's gonna take away a lot of like what makes them unique. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're well past the point of mindless consumption. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of mindless consumption that goes on nowadays. You don't think so? If you can't tell the difference between AI and man-made content, then what's the difference? I mean, I guess I feel like you can tell a difference, but at the end of the day, here's the difference. First of all, I don't know. I guess I also view content creation as a form of like self-expression and sometimes an art form even. And I think that when it comes to creativity and expression of the self, that human beings are always going to be better at that, because like part of what makes, like, just think of art in general, it's like part of what makes good art, or think of like your favorite musician. Let's take music, because everyone listens to music, I feel like, right? So take your favorite musician and why do you listen to them? Like, why? Like, probably because you emotionally connect with them through the music in some way or another, or whatever it is, right? And like, music is always changing and always evolving, and AI is basically going to only spit out things based off of whatever data it was trained on. And so it's never really going to be able to create something very new and like culturally relevant, because it's like, think of like all the big music trends that have come out. It's because of the culture when that music was becoming popular and stuff as well. And like as a human being living in that culture, you're living in it, you're experiencing it, and then you're like creating something out of it based off of the emotions that you have. Like AI is never gonna be able to do that. So I guess I guess that's what I think. And like, at the end of the day, if like you just want to make content to be consumed, then sure. But if you want to make content that is like life-changing, that is influential, that is powerful, then I feel like any kind of art like that is always going to come from the heart and from the soul. And that, I guess, just creating something, I don't know. Does that make sense though? Are y'all picking up and down? Like, I feel like if you think about music, since everyone listens to music, like, I feel like if you think about music, it makes sense. It's like the one that you can easily see that example, because it's like, we've all heard AI music, right? Like, you can be like, oh my god, like, give me a song about cheeseburgers that sounds like it's sung by Beyonce, and like the AI can do that, right? But like, I don't know if you could really get, I don't know. I guess I feel like a lot of creation and creativity is about creating new things and creating culturally relevant things. And I guess I view AI as a better like assistive tool. Like, not, I guess I don't think AI is great. Like, I don't think AI should be used to completely create things, but like, it can be a good assistive tool. So like, if there's like, I don't know, an AI color correction or editing software, like whatever, like I think that AI is a tool. I feel like I view AI as a good tool to be used within creativity, but it itself cannot really be creative. Really talented people are limited by technology we have at the time, but Beethoven had a piano, but imagine if he had a DJ set. Oh my god, no. Sorry, I hate DJs. One thing you need to know about me, I hate DJs. The difference between AI and human creation is nuance. Humans have nuanced layers depth. AI simply replicates what is fed from history and does not draw from the experience of the human. That's what I'm saying too. I also feel like when it comes to art and stuff like that, it's very tough. But like, you know, I think that AI, overall though, don't get me wrong, like overall, I would say generally I'm like pretty pro AI. Like I'm pro AI making our lives easier. So like replacing things that people don't want to do, but like AI within the creative space and within art spaces is where I get a little like about it, because first of all, like artists don't even want it there, but I feel like AI should be, I feel like AI should take away the work that people don't want to do. So if there is an industry that a lot of people want to do and it's like already really hard or competitive or something, it's like, why are we trying to like take away even more jobs out of that industry? Like, you know, I feel like I want AI to be used to supplement where we may not have enough, like industries where there may not be enough workers, or industries where like, you know, that need the help and whatnot, like not creative spaces that people already enjoy being a part of. I think the AI thing, it's a big dud that will blow over, like the going to what? Alright, that's crazy and that's just wrong, but it's okay. You'll learn in just probably only like 5 years, but probably, I mean, definitely in 10. It'll go away. My guy, we barely went to moon like 50 years ago. Like, well, I guess more than 50 years ago. I don't even know when the fuck. We didn't go to the moon that long ago, and think about how long humanity's existed. I also don't feel like we're really at the space state. Like, we visited space, but we're not in our space era. We still got wars and shit that we're fighting down here on Earth. Like, we still are sorting our shit down here on Earth. Like, of course, we're not thinking about living in space right now. People can barely afford to have children. Sorry. I do think we will one day be living there, though. I'm excited for humanity to be like interplanetary. Interstellar would be crazy. That's obviously not happening in my lifetime. I don't even know if interplanetary is going to be happening in my lifetime. But overall, I do hope I get to see humanity expand out into space. I mean, who knows? Maybe there'll be like crazy science that comes about that lets me live for a fucking long ass time. You know? But yeah, AI is going to change the world. I mean, it's already changing the world. Like, do you know how many like medical discoveries have been happening in the past like 2-3 years? Well, because AI really has been, I don't know. All I gotta say is, if you keep up on like medical news or anything like that, like so many medical discoveries have been being made because of AI. Because you know what AI is really good at doing? It's really good at taking a lot of data and analyzing it. And so they've been using it to analyze a lot more like genomes and stuff. And like, there's just been so many I can't even, like, so many medical discoveries have come about because of AI in the past few years. And that's something that I'm like, yes. Like, I think that is, I don't know, like, I guess I'm happy that we are discovering things and being able to analyze a whole bunch of data without having to have some poor intern scroll through and look at all of that or whatever. But yeah, I think that AI is really cool, and I do hope that it changes the world for the better. But I also recognize that with any new technology, like, there's gonna be shit going wrong, but I don't know. As long as we try our best to work on the things that go wrong and keep the things that go well, then I feel like humanity will persevere. We always do. Save transporter. Yeah, once we get teleportation, then I'm gonna be cool in it, bro. All right, the day that we get teleportation, I'm gonna say humanity made it. I'm gonna say we good, y'all. Y'all, we can rest for a little bit. Until then, though, keep grinding. I'm not living in space. I wouldn't live in space either. But there are people who would. There are people that would live in space, and also I feel like, I don't know. I think that, I mean, there's adventurers out there. I think that space would need to be more established for me to live there. But there's people who don't give a fuck about nature. Basically, I feel like if you don't give a fuck about nature, then you'd probably be good in space. But I'd be too sad to live like in a complete machine space. I need my trees, I need my sunshine, I need my grass. So yeah, I would not want to. You turn into an alien? I mean, that could be cool, honestly. No, I would not move to Mars. I just said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't move anywhere. I like nature, so once we start terraforming planets and shit, all right. If we terraform a planet, I'm pulling up. All right. If we terraform a planet and they got cool ass alien trees and plants and fauna there and shit, okay, I'm pulling up. Okay. But if it's just rock, bitch, I lived in LA. I already did that. I can just go out to Utah for that experience, okay? That is one thing. I guess that is probably one of the most important things for where I live is the scenery. The scenery, the vibes. Like, as much as, like, living in space sounds cool on paper, would I actually enjoy it? Nah, not if it's just rocks and dust. And, like, just cool. Like, you're living in a spaceship, right? So it's just, like, machinery and metal. Like, does that look like my aesthetic? Do I think I would thrive in that place like that? No. But space is really cool. I would, like, visit space. Don't get me wrong. I would 1,000%. Like, if someone was like, you have the opportunity to go and visit Mars or visit space, yes, I would do that. I know there's training. I do the training, okay? Visiting space, that's a once in a lifetime, like, and that's one thing. I think maybe space tourism will be a thing when I'm older, you know. I'm optimistic. But I definitely would visit space, but I think living I mean, obviously, anyone that's ever traveled anywhere, it's like living somewhere is obviously very different than visiting somewhere, so. If we terraform a planet, all those alien plants will be removed. Well, I'm saying, like, we terraform it, and we, like, maybe introduce some basic life organisms, and then they can just evolve to, like, you know, adapt to whatever is actually going on the planet. Because terraforming is probably never going to be super perfect. It's just going to be about making the planet livable, but it's not going to have the exact same atmospheric breakdown as Earth, for example, because it's going to be a whole different planet with probably a whole different soil and atmosphere, whatever. So if we, like, want to bring life onto these planets, then that means that, like, first of all, if we're terraforming a planet, we're assuming that has no life on it. Like, if the planet already has life on it, then why would we terraform it? Just let it have its alien life forms on there. Anyways, but we're assuming it's like a rock planet, and then, like, I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm thinking we got some basic ass plant or whatever, something, plant or animal that we can kind of, like, tweak a little bit with some genetic engineering to live on different planets. And then we got, like, different planets with different vibes. This planet is a water planet. You'll see the craziest water life forms you've ever seen here. Some being as 5 times as big as a blue whale on Earth. Oh, I'm visiting. Next on the tour, we have a planet that is really focused on aerials. You'll see lots of tall mountains and tall rock structures, and over 80% of the species here can fly. So as we're flying around, oh my god, like, just imagine the vibes, bro. Like, oh my god, that'd be so cool. I don't know. I feel like I've consumed a lot of fantasy and sci-fi in my life, and I know that science can hopefully one day make this real. Make sure it's all ethical, though. Make sure all these plants on these plants and animals are very happy. But overall, like, if we could make a cool ass world, I'm all for it. Like, let's see what we can do. I want human creativity to know no bounds, but still be, like, you know, no suffering or pain, no torture planets or anything like that. Okay, illegal. Space tour, actually, Pog. I know, that'd be so cool. We'll see. All I gotta say is, I will say, though, I do think that there's going to be some cool ass shit happening during my lifetime. During our lifetime, if you're around my age. Because, I mean, for real. I was born in the year 2000. Could I get more iconic? Nah. But second of all, it's just, like, if I think about all the things that have changed in my life during my lifetime. Like, if I think about what the world was like in 2000. Like, just even, like, the internet. Or anything. It's, like, crazy, right? How far we've come. Now, I'm still young, though. Imagine how much farther we have to go. So, yeah, shit's gonna be going down. I'll stream all of it, guys. Don't worry. I'll be logging in every day for us to be talking about. I'm gonna be 54 years old being like, y'all see the new robots they just launched? Wait, at least you're getting... Huh. Okay. Should we watch the next video? How to win an interstellar war. 21 mine traps. Oh, now I'm looking at the freaking... Everything NASA discovered from James Webb's... Ooh. Time lapse of the future. A journey to the end of time. The human future. A case for optimism. Did we watch that? Kind of looks familiar. From Melody Sheep. I'm also subscribed to them. Alright, should we watch this How to Win an Interstellar War? While we were on our topic of space and aliens. Damn, maybe we could play some Mass Effect tonight. Oh my god. Mass Effect game. So freaking... Did we ever finish Mass Effect 2? I don't even think we did. God. I do love space. I do love that science shit. But I've also been on my fantasy wave right now. I always do this. I'm always like back and forth between sci-fi and fantasy vibes. To me, they're both just not reality. I'm gonna stay up late. Oh, it is getting 10:30. I was planning on staying up till like 11:30. Alright, let's... Well, I am so curious about this all of history video. Like, how is it an hour? A Curse Gazette video that's an hour? That's just so crazy to me.
Be prepared to make...
Okay. I think this might be our last video. Maybe we'll do one more after this, but I'm thinking, yeah, might be our last video. Did I drink while I chill in your stream? Yeah, feel free to do what you want. It's a Sunday night. I hope everyone's having a Sunday night. I'm gonna be getting a little goofy. Alright.
Contact. Our new limited drop has landed. Only on the Kurzgesagt shop.
Wait, I should get some Kurz merch!
Could aliens destroy us
We'll look at
from
their
light
store
years
after.
away? Another day at the Kurzgesagt Labs, where we answer the most important questions with science. Today, how might civilizations wage war across light years? What kind of devastating weapons could they use? And what would they look like? Meet our two players. A yellow dwarf star system home to a species of primates. Humans, as they call themselves, recently became a technological civilization. They have rockets, nuclear reactors, and memes. How cute. The Smorpions disagree. They reside on a planet around the orange dwarf star HD 40307, 42 light years away. Smorpion civilization developed earlier than humans, and they have much better technology. They've recently built a Dyson swarm around their star, which gives them near limitless energy. And they noticed humanity, which is unfortunate as the Smorpions are planning a hyperspace bypass through our solar system. So they decided that humanity has to go. Interstellar war is hard though. Front lines, tactics, and logistics are meaningless at these scales. It's also fought across time. Decades will pass between firing a weapon and learning whether it hit or not. Sending an invasion fleet is futile. Even if the Smorpions travel at a large fraction of the speed of light, the journey to Earth would take decades or even centuries, and humans would have plenty of time to prepare. If you want to learn more about the mind-numbing problem of war between alien civilizations, we made a video about it. Today, we'll help the Smorpions construct a weapon that is not only extremely long-range and as fast as physically possible, but that will totally destroy everything on Earth, so no human survivors will come to enact vengeance on Smorp in the future. In interstellar war, you want to win with one shot. Our bird scientists have found 3 Smorpion designs: the star laser, the relativistic missile, and the ultra-relativistic electron beam. All based on real technologies that humans are using in some form already. Let's see how they work. The star laser. As an advanced technological civilization, the Smorpions harness the energy of their star by surrounding it with billions of solar power satellites. This Dyson swarm collects 1% of the star's energy output, 1,000,000 billion watts, 50 billion times more than all humanity generates. What if all the power of the Dyson swarm, all those satellites, were used to create a star laser? Like any laser, the bigger it is, the longer its range. Human-built lasers use small mirrors to focus, so they have short ranges. The Smorpions could turn their entire Dyson swarm into a collective focusing element 1 million kilometers wide. The star laser has an insane range as a result, enough to focus on target Earth from a distance of over 2 million light-years. Okay, let's shoot it. Countless tiny beams combine into a single huge beam. Laser beams are normally invisible in space, but the star laser is so powerful that light scattering off bits of dust and gas in its path makes it clearly visible in the sky. A gigantic column of green light. The laser travels at the speed of light, which oddly enough is still pretty slow on a galactic level. It takes a whole day until the laser has left the Smorpion system, shooting into the emptiness between stars. It will travel for decades, occasionally melting the odd bit of interstellar dust or asteroid. 42 years after being fired, it arrives without warning. Humans only notice a weird green glow in the sky, and then they're gone. 1% of the energy of a star concentrated into a beam the diameter of Earth, traveling 42 light-years. It burns the exposed half of the planet with the intensity of 3 million suns. The seas boil and evaporate, fires scour the land, and within minutes, Earth's crust begins to melt into a sea of lava. As the planet rotates, it turns into a red-hot hell with no trace of life. After a day, it's all over and the laser dies down. In another 42 years, the Smorpions will know if they've been successful. That's another thing about interstellar war. When you attack, your grandchildren will be the ones to find out if you won. It's like all the bombs from World War II exploding in the 80s and us only seeing the effect today. Okay, the star laser's extreme range, speed of light attack, and ability to melt down any target make it a premier interstellar weapon. But is there something else? The relativistic missile. What if instead of converting the energy of their Dyson swarm into a laser, the Smorpions used it to shoot a super bullet? A relativistic missile, going as close to the speed of light as possible. This sort of weapon is at the limits of what the Smorpions' technology can handle, as it requires loads of a highly dangerous material, antimatter, the evil twin of regular matter. Humans have only managed to produce a few nanograms of antimatter. With their unlimited energy, Smorpions can manufacture it at an industrial scale to build antimatter rockets. When antimatter and matter are mixed, they annihilate, which in more practical terms means there's a big boom releasing gamma rays and plasma. The physics is complicated, but basically, if you have a really strong magnetic field, you can deflect the plasma through a nozzle, just like in the chemical rockets humans use. But it would be much faster. The fastest rocket possibly, basically. Our relativistic missile is much bigger than a skyscraper. At the bottom is the bell-shaped magnetic nozzle 100 meters wide. On top of it are 250 floors filled with antimatter and matter ready to annihilate each other. On the top floor is a 300-kilogram projectile looking quite small, about the size of a person. To stop them getting damaged on the way, the missiles have dozens of sacrificial layers that form a Whipple shield. To make sure they do their job, the Smorpions build 1,000 missiles. Let's fire them. Launching all the relativistic missiles is a spectacular event. For a moment, the antimatter engines lighting up outshine their star. Their exhaust is a long trail of brilliant white, and as they accelerate away, they appear redder and redder until they turn invisible. With the extreme amount of energy released by the matter-antimatter reactions, the missiles are accelerated to 99.9999996% of the speed of light. They have effectively infinite range, as there's nothing really to slow them down. They arrive shortly after you can see them. The light from their launch will take 42 years to reach Earth, so human astronomers might see the flash of the missile's launch, and then a few days later, they'll hit. Not enough time to prepare. Each relativistic missile packs the kinetic energy of a dinosaur killer asteroid, so only one needs to hit. They never reach the ground, disintegrating instead at the edge of Earth's atmosphere. Intense blue flashes set everything on fire. Then continent-sized fireballs slam down on the surface to smash everything into dust, repeatedly, until nothing is left but rubble and smoke. So interstellar missiles with unlimited range, minimal warning, and delivering complete destruction of a planet's surface. Nice. But they are a hassle to build. Is there something else, maybe? The ultra-relativistic electron beam. Humans do funny things to their food to rid it of bacteria and make it safe to eat, like shooting electron beams at strawberries. Small particle accelerators send electrons into the food with an energy similar to the radiation from nuclear reactions. Not enough to burn the food, but deadly to bacteria. Scorpions had the same idea, but bigger. The main challenge with an electron beam is range. Electrons are negatively charged particles, so they don't want to stay near each other. A regular electron beam will quickly spread out, making it harmless. Scorpions need it to cover distances of dozens of light years. So they've used the rules of the universe to trick the electrons by building an ultra-relativistic electron beam, or UREB. What it does is accelerate the electrons to 99.9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 0.99998% of the speed of light. Phew, faster than even the most powerful cosmic rays. The closer something travels to the speed of light, the slower time moves for it relative to the rest of the universe. And since these electrons are moving so incredibly fast, for every second of spreading they experience, over 5 million years pass in real time. A physics trick that lets the beam cross interstellar distances while remaining tightly focused on its target. The biggest particle accelerator on Earth is 27 kilometers long. The Smorpions need one that's over 100,000 kilometers long, a megastructure 8 times longer than Earth is wide. It's mostly a tube of magnets holding the beam together until the exit, like a long trumpet of doom surrounded by an aura of deadly radiation. When it's fired, it produces a ruler-straight lightning bolt pointed at Earth. Its effects on arrival are less visible than the other weapons. No flashes of light, no massive firestorms, no explosions. It doesn't destroy rocks, it destroys DNA. People get dizzy, then fall sick as their cells are pierced by radiation. You might think that a deep bunker could save a few humans, but no. The Urab is so penetrating that its effects accumulate to lethal doses even underground over days or weeks. In the end, just like our strawberries, Earth becomes sterile. Simulation results. Another elaborate animated science explainer by Kurzgesagt where we've learned a lot, not sure exactly what. Luckily, the Smorpions don't really exist, but others might. One major downside of all our weapons is that others around the Milky Way could see you firing them, which is not ideal because you don't want to present yourself as a dangerous species and tell everybody where exactly you are. So maybe instead of shouting or shooting out into the universe, the best course of action seems to be to stay relatively quiet for now and observe. Maybe one day we'll witness distant stars shooting at each other and be glad we stayed out of it. But we don't have to stay out of intergalactic fun. There's a peaceful way to join Type 2 civilizations on their galactic adventures. Look, it's the Galactic Club, a cozy corner in the vast universe reserved for friendly, quirky folk like you. Come in and don't worry, we've got everything you need to fit right in. It's all part of our latest limited drop. Kill your alien friends with kindness and impress them with these colorful patches and sweaters. Wear these new iconic t-shirts that
Cute. Should we look at their store, guys? I'm always thinking about getting Curse Gazette merch whenever I see their videos. Sure, I'll accept your cookies. The blanket is sold out. Oh, wait. Oh, their calendar. Stellar Habits. Ooh, their posters. Wait. Where's their posters? Oh, posters. All posters. Wait. Are these like reversible or something? Oh, no. Oh, no. They're two sets of a pair. Glow in the dark. Whoa. Wait, I like how they make these little pairs. Printable freebies. Not right now, Curse. Ooh, the night sky. The stellar light world map. The forest poster, the cave poster, bro. The deep sea poster. They got so many. This one's so cool. Oh wait, this one glows in the dark also, doesn't it? Oh my god, $12? Wait, what? Oh my god. If Kirsten is still around when I have a child, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of these posters and decorate their room with it. But they're like informational, so it is cool. Oh. Wow. What the heck? I like the simplistic vibe. Okay, we got to the bottom. Honestly, I think the forest one actually matches my living room decor the most. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in more? It's got like the names of things. That's cute. This moon one is cool too. I feel like this kind of matches. I like their aesthetic. I like it a lot. Looks like a scary movie. Wait, what? Better have big crystals to negate those negative ions. Space security. That'd be kind of cool though, honestly. Oh my gosh. Oh, should I look at their plushies? Wait, how do I... Oh my god. Oh, the mug is cute. I'll get some curse merch one day, but I gotta really think about it. I gotta really think about what I would want to get. I don't like getting random stuff, because then it becomes clutter. I try to be more intentional. Ooh. Wait, let's look at their best sellers. The habit. Maybe I should get. Maybe I should get one of the journals. Oh, a notebook. Let's look at their habit journal. How do I like? Maybe I should get their habit one or their gratitude. Oh, the gratitude one would be good. Aww. Finding your own path. This is cute. Wait, let me look at the gratitude one. Sorry, guys. I'm locked in now. I'm online shopping. You will not be able to get me away. Aww. Let's see. Practicing. What are you grateful for today? Who was kind to you today? Oh. Well, maybe one day I'll get something from them. What do you guys think of the video, though? How to win an interstellar war. Do you guys think it was interesting? Loved it. It was interesting. I liked it personally. Have I ever heard of Walking Life? No. What's that? Stunning art. Their art is so cute. I love like their art style. It's very cute. And I like cute stuff, basically. TLDR, I like cute stuff. But I thought it was interesting. I was like, damn, like we could get our shit rocked. But then I was like, okay, points were made when he was talking about, oh, does it make sense for someone to just kill us out of nowhere? They're alerting everyone that they're dangerous. And I was like, yeah, like, let's make sure we annihilate any interstellar bullies that we discover, like, you know, and then we all live happily ever after. Woohoo! wouldn't be alive when the laser hits. Okay, but I don't care. I don't. So what? I'm speaking from a humanitarian standpoint, not a individualistic one. When I think about the fate of humanity, I'm not thinking about my own fate whatsoever. You know? That's one thing that's always... Whenever I'm, like, debating science and philosophy and futuristic sci-fi concepts, I am well aware that these things may never happen, and probably will never happen within my lifetime. But doesn't mean, doesn't mean that they aren't worth thinking about, you know? Walking Life is a psychological documentary? About what? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Must not be that good. Just kidding. I feel like I don't watch as many documentaries anymore. I feel like I watch a lot of docu-series, like shows and stuff, but I cannot remember the last time I sat down for, like, a documentary. Like a movie one. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I feel like I like series though, because I feel like there's more screen time, so they can like go more in depth, you know. I've been enjoying The Crown season 6. I've never watched The Crown before. I think I don't know. Yeah, I've never watched The Crown before. I've heard good things about it though, so maybe one day I'll watch it. It's like a historical. It's like it's based on real events, but it's not actually real events, right? I'm pretty sure that's how. What's like the word for that though? It's called like a historical drama, maybe? Something like that. Okay, I do kind of have to go to the bathroom, so I think I'm gonna go pee really quick. Let me think. Oh, do we want to game still? It's already like 10:46. So I feel like if I start gaming, I'm gonna stay up late tonight. Should I stay up late tonight? Should I just try and get to bed early for a productive Monday? What do you think, guys? Do I be responsible, go to bed early? I don't know. I have to pee though. I'll be right back. Oh, here, you guys can have the Christmas lo-fi. BRB. Hello. How are we doing today? I think I've come to realize I am a bit tired. And I feel like if I do start, I don't know, but we can stream, we can chat a little longer. Well, maybe we could do one more video if you guys want, or we can just chat. But I'm thinking no gaming tonight and gaming on either Wednesday or Thursday or both. I'm feeling crazy with it. Because it's only like, no, it's already almost 11. And I meant to go live earlier, but I was being a potato head. I'm always, whenever I plan on streaming on the weekends, I'm always like, oh my gosh, like, I don't have work so I can stream during the day, whatever. And then I never stream during the day because because as soon as I wake up during the weekend, I'm always like, oh my god, it's the weekend, I can sleep in and be a potato. But I've been having a lot of fun. But then I always like start streaming and then I'm like, wait, but like I can have fun. Like streaming is fun. Like I don't know why it's not like it's taking away. I don't know. But because I have a lot of fun whenever I game and stuff, obviously. Are you gonna do the all of history video at some point? Probably not tonight. I want to watch it at some point. I thought maybe we can like watch it. Oops, excuse me. Because it's like an hour, so I was like, oh, maybe we can watch it. Like while I play a game or something at some point, you know, like while I'm grinding some levels in WoW. I want to make I have a non-hardcore character that I've been playing offline, but I want to do some like non-hardcore WoW gaming streams where we can like watch videos or something in the background because, oh no, hardcore, like I feel like I do have to be focused. I gotta be focused, I gotta be locked in. And last time we were playing, oh my god, those ogres were so hard to kill. I was stressing. Sounds like we need a petition for 3-day weekends. I know, so true, because it's like Saturday, I always like try to do something on Saturdays, like hang out with friends or whatever, you know. And then so Sundays are always my potato days, but I'm like, I need one extra day that I can use for like chores and stuff. That's how it should be, okay? Weekend should be 3 days so you can have a potato day, a productive day, and a social hangout day. So yes, let's do that. Would you guys, what day, if you could get like one extra day off of work a week, what day of the week would you choose? I feel like low-key Wednesday would be superior because then you just have like 2 short weeks, you know? And then I could like use and then that day in between could be like I don't know. I would choose Wednesday, low-key. Like, I would choose Wednesday. Even though that sounds random. It's like, I don't know. I'd rather have the work week broken up a little bit. I get a day of mental rest in the middle. I would be so unproductive if it were Wednesday. But the whole point is, like, I don't know. Like, weekends shouldn't always be productive. Like, if you got shit to do, you can do it. I could still do it on Saturday or Sunday, but Wednesdays would be for me to use for, like, chores, or to just be a potato if I'm having a rough week, or, like, you know? Like, everyone should have a weekend. Like, I feel like, because I always end up giving it to myself, but I feel like, at least for me, personally, I feel like I always need to have, like, one day where for at least the majority of the day, I'm not having any expectations for myself. You know? And you have Monday syndrome twice? What do you mean? But then it's not Monday syndrome because it's like, oh, I only got 2 days. I only gotta get through today and tomorrow. That's it. Which, that's easy. Or that would be easier, you know? I work from home on Tuesday and Thursday for those reasons. Valid. On Monday and Fridays, those are my potato days. I guess fair. No, see, I guess if there is work, because I work from home every day, but... If there is work, it's not a potato day. It's not, like, I don't even care if you're working from home. At least for me, it's like, even, like, there's never a work day where I have absolutely nothing. You know, it's like, I usually, even, like, you know, like, I appreciate my chill days. But it's just like, I don't know, I only have, like, 2 meetings or something, or, like, I don't have, like, that much actual work to do. But, like, that's not a potato day because it's like, I'm still on the clock. Like, I still have to be, like, mentally prepared for my manager to, like, potentially call me at any second. And maybe this is more so just because I'm, like, a newbie to the workforce. Maybe if I was, like, a manager, I wouldn't be having that stress or whatever. So maybe y'all are just, you know, higher up on the corporate ladder than me or whatever. But that's one thing, is I feel like, at least during work, even if I'm not actually working in that moment, someone could call me. Someone could ping me. Whatever it may be. But whatever. Really, I feel like most people that I know, actually that's not true. I know a lot of people who have like in-person jobs. But yeah. I think it depends on what kind of work you have, because all my friends that have in-person jobs, it's like they work at schools or something, like where they have to do it in person. I feel like a lot of my corporate friends have like work from home jobs. But I don't know, I guess it really depends, because I also feel like at my job, at least, it's like going in is optional, but I know a lot of people like at my work who like go in all the time even though they don't have to. So I feel like I know a lot of people who go, TLDR, I feel like I know a lot of people who go in for work, but mostly because they want to, not because they necessarily have to. At this point, if I don't want to pick up a Teams call, I just ignore it. Damn, I do not have that luxury. I'm still a newbie. I gotta not deal with people at work and just work on my caseload though. Yeah, see, that's the difference though. It's like, I feel like my job is very client facing. Like, I'm working with my team on a lot of things. Like, there's just a lot of meetings. It's a lot of meetings. It's not a lot of heads down work. It's like, at least, I would say it's about like 50-50, maybe like 40% of my work day is meetings or something, but yeah. I feel like people that have a more heads down work type of job, I feel like you guys are low-key luckier, because yeah, you can have a potato day if you're not having to answer calls or anything. Like, what's really stopping you, you know, if you don't have anything to do that day or whatever. And second of all, like, if you wanna, like, you can kind of pace your work as you want, like, or I don't know, you can like do your work wherever you want, because you're not like held back by having to be in a place where you can take meetings or something, you know? Like, I feel like I have friends who, for example, they'll like travel or whatever while they're still working, because they can just like, as long as they're just doing their work, it's whatever. But it's like, I would not be able to do that even though I work from home, because like I still have to work during certain times and like be, you know, ready to take meetings if I need to or whatever. Meetings that we have at work could be emails 90% of the time. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like meetings are good, like, at least for me, maybe, because I feel like I've been learning a lot the past year for work, so it's like, at least as a learner, like as someone trying to learn something, it's a lot easier when I'm like working on something and I can like ask questions and something to like other people. But so I guess case to case basis. I think for me personally, yeah, sometimes it's annoying doing meetings, but then sometimes it's even more annoying whenever like they give me a task and then I'm like getting confused and like trying to like message to ask questions, but then like no one's like, you know, maybe my manager's like busy and calls with the client, they can't answer something, and then I'm like getting annoyed because I'm spending forever trying to figure out how to do this, when like if I could just ask them the fucking question in person, it'd be better and easier for them to explain than me reading the paragraph that they just sent me and I'm like looking at the anyways, we don't need to be getting too into that. Yeah, some jobs are as long as you meet the deadline. Yeah. It depends on what you're doing. 1,000%. Lots of different kinds of corporate jobs out there, for sure. And that's why it's good to find one that's a good fit for you. For accounting, so I always have something to do. SMH, oh, damn. Yeah. Yep. Hey, I would never be an accountant. You're a trooper. You're a braver soul than I. You could just ask the question. I do ask the question, but sometimes they take a long time to answer, and sometimes like whenever they're answering via message, it's not the kind of answer, because you know how when you ask a question in person, you can be like, oh, like, hey, like, how should I be doing this? And then they're like, oh, well, you should do it like this, and then you can ask a follow-up question like, oh, like, you mean like oh, like, so should I do X, Y, Z and A? Or, well, you know what I mean? Like I feel like when you're asking how to do something for work or, like, being taught something, it's not like you just ask a question and then you get your answer and then boom. It's like, if you're actually learning something, like, it's going to be, like, you might have follow-up questions, or you might be able to ask for clarification and stuff. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Okay, let's... Like, if there is a question that needs to be answered or discussed, it is a million times better to have that discussion in person. I feel like, do people disagree with this? Like, have you ever been trying to text someone to, like, make plans or decide things, and it's like, oh my god, it would just be a million times easier if I made this a call? Like, I guess I feel like people, like, I don't know. I guess I feel like a lot of the times, especially in a learning scenario, I feel like learning something is more of a discussion rather than just questions and answers. It's like clarifications, it's all the many follow-up questions and examples and scenarios and like reiterating the answer back. So I do this and this and this, and then they're like, yeah, good. Like, you're gonna learn so much better in that scenario than just like if your manager tells you to do a thing and then like tries to answer any questions that you have via Teams. Like, you're not gonna learn as well in that scenario as if, you know, that same manager would like sit down and actually explain how to do the thing to you. You know? Then just get on a call. I just said, what if they're in calls with a client and they cannot call you? Are you being fucking stupid on purpose? Are you just being obtuse? Are people not okay, I don't know. Do people join stream mid me talking and then get pissed off about what they're hearing me saying when they didn't even hear the first half or something? Do you turn your cam on for meetings? Someone does that? No. I had like a manager that was like always trying to do cams on. It was the most annoying thing ever, but I was like, my camera's broken. I've used that before. I've used that, my camera's broken. Because it's like, why do I need to be on camera at 9 a.m., my guy? I'm wearing my pajamas still. Like, I'm drinking my tea. Anyways. Is it bedtime perchance? Maybe it's bedtime. Darn. I wanted to stream longer. But it's my fault because I did not start earlier. But no stream tomorrow because Mondays are my productive days and I must grocery shop because I didn't grocery shop last week and it was terrible. I had no food this week. It was awful. So must do chores in life tomorrow, and then Tuesday is gonna be ASMR, and yeah, so either gaming / hanging out on Wednesday or Thursday. Potential announcement coming on Thursday. But yeah, I teach for a living. Outcomes for virtual classes / teams is equal to live in-person classes according to the data. Okay, well then I'm talking about my own personal experience. I was talking about myself and my life and my experience. I don't recall talking about all of humanity and how they are learning in an online environment versus not. I didn't recall trying to speak for all of humanity. I must have missed that part where you picked that up. Cheers for the hydrate. Yeah. Yeah, chat, are you guys ever just like talking about like, you know, experience that you have sometimes and then someone comes along being like, what about all of humanity? I don't know what to say. But I don't know though, but also I will say, as someone that was a student pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, learning for me was terrible online. I don't know what the data's saying, but I guess I'm disagreeing with the data. Like, let's be for real. Who else was a student pre-pandemic and post-pandemic? Because I don't know about you, but I feel like I was infinitely more engaged when I was going to class in person. Like Zoom classes, I was falling asleep. I was not even attending to. As someone that used to never ever miss a class ever before, for my entire life, from elementary school, middle school, high school, I was never missing classes. I loved going to school. Learning was so fun, excited me, loved it, and I was good as fuck at it, okay? Low key, high key, whatever. Anyways, pandemic happens, Zoom University happens. I hated it. I could not pay attention. I would fall asleep all the time because it was fucking Zoom. I wasn't learning nearly as well. I feel like I was way less engaged and interested in my classes, and I was not alone in this. Like, I feel like a lot of my friends experienced this, and I don't know. I guess I will say I do think I'm a pretty social person. I feel like I've always been a very social person. Like, everything. I feel like I've always, I don't know, I do better around other people. That's why I feel like I like school settings. And I feel like some people loved the Zoom University. Like, they loved switching. They felt like they learned a lot better for whatever reasons. But I don't know. I guess from my own personal experience, and maybe it does have to do with like my learning style and like who I am as a person. But I don't know. I like personally didn't learn as well post-pandemic. I don't know what you guys think though, chat. I don't know if there were any other fellow people that were students in March 2020, but I feel like school was a lot harder for me when it switched to being online, and not like harder like actually like the content was harder, but just like it was so much harder for me to be engaged and like interested and whatnot. Is that just because I'm a social person though? Like, maybe it's just because I'm an extrovert or something. Like, I don't know if other introverts are like, oh my god, it was so much better. Pre-pandemic was amazing. This online class is horrible. Yeah, like, it was just, like, so much more, because I feel like when you go to class, too, it's, like, you're sitting with friends, usually you're, like, you know, talking to people, meeting people, like, talking with your professor, like, there's just something behind sitting behind a screen, and it's like, oh my god, we already spent so many times staring at a screen, and now I have to do it even more. But they don't really mean a physical learning. Yeah, I guess I feel like, also, like, I just think I learn a lot better in social situations, too, because, like, I'm even thinking about, like, working out and stuff, right? Like, I've never really enjoyed going to the gym. I've never been someone that enjoys going to the gym, but I have so much fun anytime I go to, like, a fitness class of any kind, and it's so much more enjoyable, because it's like, yeah, I could teach myself how to do yoga at home, but whenever I go to yoga class, it's so much more fun. I feel like I learn so much better. It's also better to, like, physically have an instructor with you, like, well, I guess, like, if you're learning something with your physical body, obviously, because then they can, like, tweak you in person, but I don't know. I guess someone who has always loved learning, I think that I don't know. I've always felt like it is easier to learn things from someone else, from a professional of some kind. I don't know. I passed online classes but retained zero knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't getting bad grades in these classes, like, it was just more so about, like, how interested I was in them. My discipline is also terrible with online classes. Yeah, same. But that's the thing, is I feel like because online classes and because we already spent all this time on screens recreationally, that screen time just feels recreational to us. So when the pandemic happened and we had to, like, now use screen time for, like, school and work, I feel like it was a lot harder. In my mind, it makes sense that it would be harder. And I'm speaking anecdotally, I'm speaking about myself, I guess. My own life experience. But from my own life experience, I feel like it was harder because it's like, you know, looking at screens has always been something for fun. It's always been something for like video games or like watching TV or going on social media, whatever. It's always been something fun. So like now that it's something serious, I feel like the brain has a hard time being like, wait, I have to seriously be looking at this screen now? This ain't for funsies. Like, at least for me, that's why I feel like the discipline aspect was harder, because it was like, oh my god, I normally always loved school, but then it's like once I'm staring at a video of my professor talking about this shit, suddenly I'm snoozing. It did allow me to join Twitch. This is true. Pros and cons. Online classes is a huge waste of time. I never pay attention. I never pay attention either. But hey, I'm still here. At the end of the day, though, I think that there was so much more going on. At least, I don't know. I think that, I don't know, school was always pretty, I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I think my brain cells have checked out for the day, guys. I think it's time for me to go to bed. I can't even form comprehensive thoughts at the moment. But I had a lot of fun. Did you guys enjoy the YouTube video hangout session that we did? Because I did. Want to do more, you know, we should have more nights like this. Maybe we can do like once a week, or maybe not that often, but I don't know, kind of like more chill hangout nights where we watch videos, talk, shiz like that, you know? But thank you guys so much for a great stream. Oh, congrats, Oh my gosh, good luck with everything. Hope everything goes smoothly for your graduation, baby boo. Chill streams are so wholesome. I like chill streams. I like cozy streams. Oh, excuse me. Maybe if I make like a non-hardcore character, like I said, we could do like gaming and watching videos at the same time. Because I feel like I'll want to level. I've been leveling a warlock offline on Azure Song server. Does anyone want to give me money? Does anyone want to give me my offline warlock money? I'm on Azure Song. My character's been broke as hell. I'm having a hard time acquiring anything. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize how much the money that you guys gave me on my hardcore characters made my life so much easier. I'm like, damn, I can't even fucking learn my spells, bro. I have no coin. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I'm struggling living that brokey World of Warcraft life. Like, bro, I don't want to be worrying about money in video games. Like, shut the hell up. Anyways, I'm not gonna stop. But thank you guys so much for a great stream. Again, no stream tomorrow because I have to do chores and, you know, have a good start to my week. But ASMR will be on Tuesday, and I'll probably do a gaming stream on either Wednesday or Thursday, or just like a hangout stream, whatever, but probably gaming because I didn't game tonight. But, oh my god, yes, Claire, yes. I was about to text you because I was like, oh, we didn't get to go to the place that I was planning on us going to last week. So we can either go there again, or I don't know if you had a place in mind because it's technically, it can still be your week if you want. Anywho, I will text you because I'm literally about to end right now. But yes, we are still on. We are still girl blasting tomorrow. Any WoW Oilers? Yeah, okay guys, if you have a World of Warcraft character that's just rolling in dough and you just need to get rid of some of that dough in the server Azure Song, join my Discord. I actually am going to be, the Discord is revived, guys, okay? I've been hanging out in the Discord, and I will continue hanging out in the Discord and chatting with you guys and stuff during the day, like, entertain me during the day. It's just gonna be, I just want it to be a giant group chat where we all kiki about random stuff, okay? But thank you guys so much for a great stream. Thank you everybody that subbed, gifted subs, gave bits, donated. I am gonna be trying to more aggressively pursue Partner Plus. So if you are someone that normally gifts subs, or you were thinking about gifting subs for this holiday season, please consider subscribing at tier 2 or tier 3 instead. Gives me extra points, and tier 3 makes the biggest difference because you get one partner point if someone tier 1 subs, but you get 6 partner plus points if they tier 3. So that's a big difference. So yeah, if you're feeling generous this holiday season, consider tier 2 or tier 3 subbing to your girl. But yeah, thank you guys for a great stream. Also, thank you my amazing mods for keeping chat so fun and friendly. If you guys want to stay in touch, I post daily on some other platforms, check them out, but definitely join the Discord because I'm gonna be we're gonna be having fun, and I'm using it to keep you guys up to date and post announcements and just let you know like what my game plans are for the day, and if I'm ever offline gaming, I'll let you guys know then, and then we can offline game. Maybe I can start offline streaming in the Discord if I'm ever just like gaming randomly during the day. I'll just like start streaming it on Discord or something. I don't know, but I want the Discord to be fun for us. Okay, but thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have some sweet dreams tonight. Okay, sounds good. All right. Heart. See you guys next time. Bye.